All right. What's up? What's up? Please let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So for this one, for this live, we're going to be clearly talking about the Sonnet and Natureboy interview. But first, I did want to let you guys know, for anyone who is interested, I do have another channel, a new channel. It is a life and travel channel, and it's called The Davis Family Way. So if you want to support more than just Nature Boy or Cult Talk, please subscribe to that channel. It is The Davis Family Way. I will put the link in the, let me see, can I put it in here? I will put the link in the chat and in the description. Okay. What else? Oh, like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video with as many people as you possibly can, and hit the notification for more videos like this from me. So that you can be the first. If you want, you can also contribute to my Cash App. I will tell you why in the other channel, kind of, but it's kind of all mixed up. As you know, I'm doing different things, and so one of my goals is to get a RV. I'll explain it more on my other channel, so go subscribe. Go subscribe to my channel. What else? Okay, I think that's it for the introduction. Y'all. Hold on. In fact, let me see. Before I go to Sonetta, let me see if I come up. No, I don't. Okay. I don't come up. Let me see. Well, obviously, because it's probably not even. I got 3 subscribers to Philly on a budget. Hey. One of those subscribers is probably me. Let's see. Oh, yes, please subscribe to Philly on a budget. That is my other channel as well. Please subscribe to Nosy Bish TV, Ivy Revine. I think it's just Coach Ivy. No, Ivy Revine and Yemi Ocean Yemi. Subscribe to Almost Straight and to the Point. That is a channel I'm co-hosting with. But I'm trying to find my. Here we go. Let me click on it. Oh, all right. Copy. Why doesn't it give me the option to share on this screen? I don't know. Copy. All right. All right, there it is. That is the link to my new channel. It is the Davis Family Way. Yeah, and like I said, it'll be in the description as well. And these and other channels that I think you guys would like would be in the description. I got to go back and put them in. Let's see. Okay. So here is, and I'm going straight to Sonetta. I know other channel holders will Oops. I know other channel holders will have his content, but since I know that it is up for him, I'm going to just give his channel the views. I mean, the views, the support, whatever. I think I guess it's his wife did a really great job on checking this man. And so I'm going to go straight to the source. All right. And let me tell you, I was about to go to bed. I actually went to bed, woke up. I don't know why. Woke up to see if it had ever finished, started or whatever. And there it was. And this, when I say this thing was long and hot, Rhonda was in it. Rhonda, oh my gosh, Rhonda, what's up, mamas? Rhonda, not only were they being nasty, they blocked me for literally no reason. Somebody in there was saying, I guess one of the moderators was Carbonation because they were trying to empathize with the cult, but he accused me of being that person. So I just, I was going in on him, and then I guess he must have looked back and saw that I don't even know you, bro. So he must have looked back and saw that I didn't say anything about it, and he stopped putting me in timeout, but he kept putting me in timeout. That shit was weird. Yeah, I saw they did it to you one time too. I'm like, what the? I even said it. I said, he told me something. He's 60 years old, some shit. Okay, so if you're old enough, right, to read and write and comprehend, where did you see me say any? I'm in here to roast Eligio Bishop. I don't care what anybody else is saying or doing. That's not my business. My goal is to upset somebody who upsets others. Right? That was it. And possibly I didn't know if the other members were going to be in there, say some stuff to them. I don't know. But the moderators were just, that one particular moderator was just a hot mess. Okay. Y'all know how I do. Everybody who probably is going to watch this video has already seen it. So I'm not going to just play it nonstop. We are here to discuss it. Please let me know if you want me to drop the link for you to come up. This is always an open platform for discussion, to break down what we are seeing. So yeah, I will put the link up. But if people are not interested in coming up, I feel like, Oh, Niza was in the chat. Niza was in the chat, y'all. The T did not comment, but I believe she might have been in the chat. We know that S.O. Davis, who likes to pay for her ability to cover Natureboy, was more than likely in the chat because she has videos up already. Yes, Rhonda, that's what I'm gonna get to. Yep. She was done as a mother. Yo, she was clocked out. And you know what's funny? Is Sanetta knew about all of this. Is his wife are they newly married? Anybody know? Because it appeared that she had no clues. It sounded like maybe they had a quick conversation. Yeah, this guy, he's in a conscious community. We might hear some videos. He might need some intervention. But Sanetta knew who this man was. He saw I'm not going to even call it progression. He saw the digression of this man's mind, of his sanity. I mean, was he ever always there? No. I don't think he's always, he's ever been completely there. But it has gotten worse. And with narcissists, this is what happens. It gets worse. It never gets better. But I'm curious to know how long they have been in a relationship, because I went to her channel and yeah, let me put this up. Um I went to her channel and she is fairly new on that channel. Maybe she has another channel, but that particular channel that she made a comment to somebody else, and that particular channel from which she made the comment was fairly new. Uh, Sanetta's not in any of those videos. She is recent in his videos on his channel. So I'm assuming that maybe she's a new partner. He ain't right. Thank you. Thank you, Rhonda. No, he ain't right. It's something really wrong. I'm gonna have Yemi's live. She probably live. That's why she's not in here. But Yemi was discussing it as well. Um, I don't know what her take on Sonetta is, but that man he knew what he was dealing with. Something ain't right. He's always covering these individuals who shouldn't get any coverage at all. At all. But like he said in his video, it gets views. So I got the video up. Let me share it and we can discuss. Share screen. Why does 3 keep coming and going? Are 3 people leaving and coming back? Share. All right, you guys. Here it is. Dismiss. What is that? Okay. And I'm going to be skipping. Y'all know how I do. If you don't know how I do, child, I can't watch the whole thing.
Peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another Sarnetta TV House of Consciousness production. You already know what it is. Make sure y'all hit that like.
Let me know if there's an echo. Let me know if there's an echo. I'm going to have to skip this part because I don't know if I'm going to get a copyright strike for playing something that they have. Oh yeah, he kept saying something about June 5th. He makes up what you call it, dates and times and things. He makes them up to make people go, oh, what's happening then? Oh, he's probably going to relocate. June 5th, he might be moving to another location. Maybe his lease is up in June 5th, because if you remember, he went to Atlanta sometime in the summer. I believe it was the summer, yeah. That's when he first went there, sometime in the summer or fall or whatever. So he might just simply be relocating to wherever the hell he's going to end up. But he's good for putting things in your mind to so that you can think something is about to happen, and so you start subconsciously equating everything to whatever it is. That's what he does to his member. I mean, to his these people. That's what he does to them. He'll keep saying things And this is what he's doing with this number 3 thing. He'll say it and say it and say it. And then the way our minds work is we start associating other things outside of what the person is saying. Like, we'll wake up and see the number 3. Oh my God. And so he's trying to make people connect dots that don't exist, that aren't meant to be connected. And that is a psychology trick that I've seen as I learn about psychology and how people get manipulated. He ain't about to make them drink no Kool-Aid. Listen, let me tell you something about Eligio Bishop. Eligio Bishop is a coward. Eligio Bishop is a coward. He's afraid of law enforcement. He's too self-absorbed to take his, end himself. He is he's really, if you think about it in real life, from if he stood in front of another male, he's very non-confrontational. He's constantly trying to please others any way he can. What he's doing to these people with him is all to please individuals that he looks up to. And so he's not a Jim Jones. Those people truly believe in the teachings that they spread, and truly would what for the mission that they preach about. He's a con artist. He doesn't believe in what he says, but he know what it does to people, if that makes any sense. He know that it creates control and power, and ultimately gives him those monetary things, those superficial things that he wants, which is friends, real friends, celebrity friends, movie deals, money. You can't have that. He truly does not believe in a life after this one, in my opinion. He doesn't. All he sees is what's in front of him. All he desires, all he works for is what's in front of him. I'm sorry to go on a rant about that, but that's my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna continue. So they did this for about, I don't know, what was it, like 30 minutes? They did this for 30 minutes. But I guess what's his name cut it down a little bit. This was bizarre. And then the females came down. Nothing. It was not in order at all.
You're fast.
Stand up.
All right, man.
Okay.
He sure didn't. The entire time, he did not. For those who have not seen it yet, he didn't answer one question. Let me. All right, so I muted the other one. I don't know if you can hear that one, but I muted it. Are you able to hear me and not that? Because he doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything at all. Let me see.
Where's my car?
I'm gonna fast forward it some more.
Order in the court.
Order
in the court. Order in the court. All praise is due.
Okay, here we go. All right, he's saying order in the court. Let's see.
To the Most High, 3 God, walk high.
So they changed it from Wuha to Wuka, probably for legal purposes.
I agree. Turn it up. Turn it up. They want me to introduce myself again, my call. You ready? Up. All due respect. What? All due respect to the Most High, 3 God, walk high. Got my 3s in check. I go by the name 3 God. Some of you know me prior as Natureboy.
Okay, brother. Let's start this interview, man. Let's start this interview. First of all, I would like to ask you, where did you get the name, the title 3 God? Where did that come from? And why are you calling yourself God now? Where did that come from?
3. I speak out 3. 3. I speak out 3. 3. I speak out 3. I am 3. I am 3 God. I am from a distant constellation. I have hijacked the body of this being, and I am at 60% downloaded before I am your God. All of the African American people
he won't answer any questions, and he's not going to for the entire interview.
I am the 3 God. I come in 3.
Please put your thoughts in the comments. Thank you, Rhonda, for letting us talking.
This got to be some type of cult that you're doing here, brother. And a lot of people are saying things like you are putting a heavy spell on the people, like the women and the brothers. What is your response to that?
Woka! 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 My name is Ka. I am a Ka. America. America. I am a Ka.
About as far
when
as,
you see this
occult,
shit,
the cult,
when you see somebody do this shit, run.
That's going on.
I am a Ka, meaning I am a chief. A chief.
Okay. I got my wife here with me, Nepal Shaddai, also my host. Would you like to ask 3 God a question, Now, Paul, do you have any questions?
Yes, I do actually have a lot of questions, but first I would like to say welcome to Three God and his Orishas. When you mentioned that are you an interdimensional being that possessed? Because I want to hear, I'm sure the people are very intrigued about that.
I am your programmer. I am your programmer.
Okay.
I created you.
Shout out to Nepal in this interview.
From
she did a great job.
Matter of my mind.
I see.
Okay.
So you're saying
I am the programmer.
So you're saying that you created life, you created the people now?
Yes, I created all of you. You are all my children.
Are you all right, brother?
Absolutely.
What the fuck is going on? All right, my brother. Three God. This is new for me, man. I'm trying to see what's going on here. You stepped up your shit, brother. Oh man. The people.
All right, y'all, pay attention. He said, this is why I know people will be like, I never meet anybody like this. But this is why he can't be taken seriously. He says in one breath, I am your God. I'm here to help you, to save you. Now he's saying, I created you. How can you create? What is the purpose of saving something that you created or that is a reflection of you? It is you. You're saving yourself. Then save yourself. Then he'll go into saying that we are all cells in his body. And I used to work in the medical field. I know a lot about the way the system works, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But he says that we are all cells in his body, right? So if we are already in his body, if we are already cells within him, why do we need to be saved? I'm confused.
I was given a video earlier today, and I would like to play that video if it's all right, my brother. And then I would like for you to elaborate on that video and what's going on, because we're gonna get right into it, man. This is
he starts talking in his regular voice because of that woman right there.
To a lot of people, it's crazy.
She brought him back. That's how you know.
Are you ready for the video, brother?
She brought him back.
All right, let's hear
it. Because God is giving to me. And it's like literally y'all are doing the same thing, bro. Y'all follow me everywhere I go. Y'all won't even let me go out the room, bro. Y'all carry me upstairs to go to sleep. Bro, I don't gotta do nothing. I just say right now. I swear to God, right now, anything I want from this house, I get. Like if I sit in this chair, I'm like, take my shoes off. Rub my feet.
And welcome, Gemini. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for commenting. Y'all know I love to see y'all in the chat.
Bro, I'm the only nigga I know that does this, bro. Like I'm the only nigga that I ever met that has it like this. Like I'm literally the only nigga I know, bro. Straight up, bro. I just do whatever I want, bro. And I don't got no money, bro. They gave me money, bro. Like I don't got no money, bro. These niggas gave me money. Niggas gave me 300,000, 30,000, 50,000. These people been taking care of me. These that be sending the money to take care of me, bro. These people got money, bro. That's why I live this life, bro. I could really be flossing.
All right, I'm gonna fact check real quick. The people who are with him right now took out PPP loans on top of maybe bringing a little bit of money when they first came. If you know anything about when he first started, or when the person who used to identify himself as Keys was there, he gave him money, but not just handed him $300,000 or $400,000. What happened is he was there. Natureboy asked for money. Remember, he used to talk about this pot to build the nation. He gave him money, probably like 30,000 of it, or 50 or whatever it was, and Natureboy blew it. Just spent it all in about a week's time, maybe 2 weeks' time at most. And then he started asking. He asked for more money. He's like, "Do you have any more money?" And Keys reluctantly gave him more money. And then he blew that, and then he asked for the rest. He said, "Give me everything you got. Just give me the rest of whatever you have." And that is how he was able to obtain that money. Okay? He didn't just hand it to him because he loved them and worshiped them. He thought a lot of them think that they are putting toward building a nation. You know what? I think for the rest of this video, I'm going to do fact checks.
They would let me too, but I'm not gonna have that kind of karma on me, nigga. So all I do is take what I need and I give these people the rest. Now they live with me, yo. They live with me, bro. They go everywhere I go. Right there at the tip of the toe, right there. Yeah, right here in the back of this, right here. Get that part right there, yeah. Like just like if you squeeze it, yeah, there you go. Right there. Yeah. Appreciate it, bro.
Hell yeah. You feel me?
But my mind is different. I don't think like these other niggas, bro. For real, like, you feel me? Like I'm a whole different kind of nigga, bro.
That's a fact.
All right.
Yeah, you really got me with that. I didn't even.
Let's stop right there for a minute. Now, you know, 3 God, I got to ask you some serious questions, brother. And believe me, it's not to be offended. If you feel offended by it, just say, brother, I want to pass on that question or whatever. But I got to ask you questions that the people are looking for. And here's the question I have. With all of them beautiful sisters and women that you have behind you, brother, why not have the sisters do that part? Why does it have to be men massaging your feet and you sitting there and you like, get the big toe? Like, is this some type of form of homosexuality being played before our eyes, brother?
Yo, I love you. I love myself. Yo, stop. Stop.
Yes, sir.
There are 3 things that our people have a problem with, and they're all rooted in sexuality. The only issue we have is our understanding of our own sexuality. That is what separates us from our.
Here comes the personality, this grandiose God-like personality, this whatever it is that makes him feel like a Gandhi or a Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. This personality right here is the one that he uses a lot on his members to make them feel like he really is all powerful. And you'll hear him refer to the LGBT community, but he's only so how do you say that you represent the LGBT community when really you or the LGBT community is feminism or whatever he goes into, but really his main focus is the gay males and trans women. That's it. Everything else he goes against. So just here we go.
From what you would call your creator. There is one thing that's stopping Black people or African American people from elevating, and at the root of every problem they have is sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
Sexuality. Something we got to deal with. We
Go in on it.
Dress our
Go.
demons. Excuse me. What was that?
Yes, go ahead, brother. Finish off. I'm letting you talk. You can go ahead and talk, brother.
Okay, you was breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Shout out to that fucked up ass Wi-Fi.
You definitely sitting up there like the king and eating grapes and all that shit. So,
right.
Nepal Sadar, go ahead, man. Yes, go ahead,
I
man.
have a lot of questions. I mean, the last thing I was wondering about is the homosexuality. I'm wondering if he's a god, what about the women that you're calling Orishas? Are they also gods?
They are goddesses in training. Like me, they
goddesses
are
in training. I'm sorry? Sorry, I interrupted.
I'm sorry, I was trying to translate that for you in your language.
Okay.
These females are downloading. They're at 60%. I am at 60%. Olodumare. 60% Olodumare. My Orishas are at 60%. We are in the 6th year. We are in the year of 6. We are in the year of 6.
So do you have special powers? I mean, you said you're a god.
Going in, yeah.
Can you do anything?
Y'all know how I do. If you can't take the pausing and the stopping, please find another channel. This one, I wanted to pull this up for y'all because this man is retarded. Oh my god. Stop sharing. All right, let me see. I just wanted to show y'all something because what's the point in watching something if you don't learn from it, right? So this is what I wanted to show you. Orisha. This is what he keeps saying that the women are. Orisha are gods. They're not gods in training. They are gods. Okay, so let me just go to, let's see, World History Encyclopedia. I'm gonna find a good one for y'all. Okay, here we go. Oh no, I'm just gonna go back out and just read it from there. The transcendent one, great God who rules and sustains the universe. Worshippers also honor the Orishas, the demigods, or saintly manifested of blah, 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 blah. That tells you about the Orisha right there. Orishas, god of Centuria. I don't know what that is. But these are supposed to be gods, okay? They're not gods in training, whatever the hell that is. Let's see, Orisha deity. Orisha, also spelled Orixa or Orisa, any of the deities of the Yoruba people of southwestern Nigeria. They are also venerated by the Edo of southeastern Nigeria, the Iwa of Ghana, Benin, and Togo, and the Fan of Benin, who refer to them as Voodooans. Although there is much variation in the details of the rituals and the mythology of these deities among these West African peoples, the underlying religious concept is essentially the same. So in these African countries, tribes in those African countries believe in these gods or these deities, right? That we identify as gods, or they do as well. This is a supernatural entity. The word Orisha is related to several other Yoruba words referring to the head. The main one, like how we would call the Christ, I guess. Well, not me, but how Americans would use the term Christ or God. Let's see. Oh, I think they describe what the person with the Urshara looks like. So yeah, take a look at that. I wish I had a better source, but I just don't have the time. But take a look at that, y'all, because he's saying there gods in training. The Ushara clearly are already gods. All right. Let me go back to.
Like supernatural for us that we can see the God power, or no? 60% is a lot. So
I will show you many things.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
And this year I will show you many things.
Oh, not right now.
You see plan? Down.
What the hell?
Down.
Oh no. Oh, that's
down.
Good. So what is that, their power or your power?
The power that you are using to speak your voice right now is my power. You are talking to your higher self. You are talking to God.
Okay. Well, that's good. Okay.
I am the one they have been writing about from the very beginning.
Okay. So the power that they have as Orishas is to bow their head.
They don't have a power. You don't have power. You have no power. Okay. But the power that you have, the air that you breathe, is because of me.
Okay.
So
welcome, Fiona. Hey, mama.
Don't
hey,
you recognize my face?
Yes, I got it.
You do recognize me genetically. I am your programmer. I am your father. You know me. Look at my face. Remember me.
Right.
Remember me.
Okay. Okay. We just want to get to know you a little better because some of us
did this
know
to
you knew who I was from the very beginning.
To give views. I'm going to be honest.
Sanetta, you knew who I was from the very beginning. I have been downloaded from the very beginning.
Okay.
Young Pharaoh will work for me. Brother Polite will work for me. Sanetta will work for me. You all will work for me. You all will worship me. Eventually.
Okay, brother.
Are you
You are my children. I love you. I miss you. I told you I'd come back for you. I told you I'd come back for you. I'd never leave you.
I'm sorry.
You disobeyed me and I'm here now. I'm back. You paid your debt off and I'm back. I'm back. Oh, you know me as Ra.
What debt do you guys think he's talking about?
But call me
or do you think he's quoting something else?
Brother.
Call me Red.
Third God, three God. Let me ask you, brother.
You know what you can do? You can call me Papi Triso. Papi
Thank
Triso.
You, Big O. Thank you, Alonzo.
Let me ask you, did you take the vaccine shot, brother? Did you take the vaccine shot?
I am the vaccine.
Damn.
Okay, so are we going to get to ask some real questions? Because honestly, we have an audience that we are really responsible to really.
How are you?
This is funny and everything, but can we get some real answers and some real information? Because we owe it to the audience.
Yes.
Because he can do this on his channel with all this. I got it. You're God, but we want to get some information for the people, brother. So can we do that, Senator King? Can you ask him some real questions?
Go ahead, ask the questions. You got it. You got the floor. We're gonna see if he can answer.
Brother, I respect your domain and what you're doing, but you know, the people want to know what happened between you being Nature, because we just saw you as Natureboy getting your feet massaged. Really, when you said you got downloaded, what happened between the time that you were Natureboy and then you just got possessed by this interdimensional being that has you saying that you're God? Can you talk to us about the transition, at least how you woke up one day and you're like, okay, guys, I'm God? Tell us about that, please.
Well, the funny thing is I always knew I was God. Okay. And it was like I was in and out of understanding and trying to accept that. You know what I mean? I was in an awakening process of accepting that. So I was going through all this knowledge and mathematics of the universe. And I was traveling all over Central America, eating the food and living in the jungles, making sure that I am correct about what I'm thinking. Am I God? How could I be God? I can't be God. It can't be me.
All right, y'all. Just another fact check. This is what I'm doing. I decided to do for this live. He said that he realized that he was God. He'll say the specific age, 19. He said at 19, he realized he was God. But if you remember, please put it in the chat, put a 1, put a heart, put a something in the chat. If you remember when this man said that there is no God, we are all creators of our own reality, so there is no God. Please let me know if I'm tripping, if maybe I misinterpreted. Did he say that? Did he mock people with religious beliefs for believing in a God?
And I basically, here's what's going on. If you'll let me tell you.
Go ahead.
I'm in a coma right now. And I'm in a hospital bed right now. In a multi-dimension. Let's say that. And I'll explain it in a minute. In that dimension, all of these people around me, and many more, they are different in that dimension. So right now, I'm laying in a hospital bed in a coma. This is a dream that I'm having. I have come here to heal myself of cancer. So the earth is actually a cell inside of my body. And my job, I came here to tell all the cells and make them aware that they are a part of a living, breathing organism. And we must live in harmony with this living, breathing organism. So I came here as your God, your higher self. I have descended here to tell you that I am here to activate you so that you may have heaven on earth. And it was hard for me to accept that. So all of you are cells in my body.
Black.
And we are all the same and we are all connected. But you're inside of my body. And whether you know it or not, eventually I'm going to start popping up a lot more in your reality.
Okay.
Because I'm your God.
Well, thank you for that.
This reminds me.
When you praying to God, you're praying to me.
Well, brother, you do realize some of us don't believe that. I'm sure you do, right?
And some of us don't believe in God as well.
Right. Some people don't even believe in God. So what about them? They don't believe in you.
That's because they believe in God as a unattainable thing. But God is a man. I've always been.
Really? God is a
I'm-
man?
I'm right here before you.
Oh, this brother. Okay. Brother.
If God wasn't a man,
I know I'm letting him go.
even
I just want to jump in. Let me jump
in.
in. Brother. Can I just ask you one question? Three God. Okay. What about those of us who know that God is not male or female?
God is a consciousness.
Okay.
God is a consciousness. God
He froze. God, you froze, God.
His name is Three God, son.
Three God, you froze, brother.
You froze, brother. So the last time someone said, you know, when I believe in the Messiah, Jesus,
he can't hear you. He's froze. He ain't gonna be able to hear you.
Okay, well, let me say it for the people. He was actually crucified. Are you willing to be crucified and tortured and die for us since you're God?
Did you hear what I said, though?
No, because you went frozen. You froze out.
I said God is a consciousness and an awareness.
Okay.
That equates to the number three. God is a consciousness and awareness that equates to the number three.
Are you willing to die for all of us like Jesus did?
Good question.
You cannot die because you are not alive.
No, are you willing?
No one can die. You are not alive.
Except in that other dimension where you're dying on a hospital bed, right?
You will not die.
But you said you're in another realm dying on a hospital bed, but you're God, so you should be the God of all realms.
Get him, girl.
Dying somewhere else, he said.
Get him, girl.
But what about you dying on that other realm in the coma?
Okay, so how it works is this.
Okay.
Every day you go to sleep. Every night you go to sleep. You die. And every day you wake up, you're born.
All right, I wanted to pause it right there. Shout out to Sonic, Claire, Big O, all my, everybody who's coming in and commenting. Thank you so much for participating. Rhonda, my boo. Thank y'all for being a part of the conversation. So pay attention. He said, I'm taking notes so I could do this fact checking correctly. He said, God is consciousness, right? And awareness. God is consciousness and awareness. But he never said consciousness to what? Conscious of what? Or to what? Awareness of what? Or to what? What are you conscious or aware of? Is it the state of being? If that's the case, then you don't need him for that. And before he said God was consciousness and awareness, he said that he was our God. He said the earth, first he said the earth was a cell in his body that he needed to wake up. So am I assuming that all the planets, maybe there are more planets that are the rest of the cells? And if that is the case, why is he only waking up human beings? Why not other animals? Anybody? I mean, okay. So that was one thing. Then he says that no, humans, we men and women are cells within his body. And here's what I wanted to bring up to you. Okay. You let me know if you want to see it. You want me to pull it up? I can pull it up. I'm right here on the other thing. But we know how cells work. We have what two cells do we have in our body? What are the two cells that we have? White blood cells and red blood cells. What happens, right? He said he's meant to wake them up and bring them together and bring them to him. What happens when a bunch of red blood cells come together? Let's say in a artery. What happens when blood cells come together? What do they form? Anybody know? I'm gonna see if I can get one comment, maybe one. What happens to our blood, to red blood cells when they come together? What are they forming? All right. A few more seconds. If I don't get an answer, I'll just answer it myself. So what they are forming is called a clot. They're forming clots. If you get a clot in an artery, if you get a clot in a blood vessel, what happens to you? You suffer what's called, depending on where it is, you suffer what's called a stroke. You build up a scab. Thank you. Yes, Detox. Thank you. You can suffer from a stroke. You can build up a scab. This is what happens when red blood cells come together. And it can kill you. What happens when white blood cells come together? When they just rush in. Thank you, Sonic. Yes. When white blood cells all formulate. Anybody ever heard of an allergy? When you have an allergy and you go through what's called anaphylactic shock, anaphylaxis, aka an allergic reaction. What is happening to the white blood cells? So based on his theory, all of us being squished into one community of cult-like whatever this is that he has going on is to our detriment. If you are meant to bring all the cells together, what happens is you create in your own body an inability to thrive. And so the body does what it does best, and it shuts down to preserve as much energy for that little space as possible. I'm just saying, y'all, think about it. All right, I'm gonna continue.
Are you willing to die for us then as God? We did have a Messiah that we believe in who said he's God, and he proved it. He got crucified and he raised himself up from the dead. So if you can't die, are you willing for us to kill you or someone to kill you, not me? And so you could show us your God by coming back to life. Since you're God, can you do that? Because Jesus did. And if you can't, then you can fade him. At least, right, Son Hunter?
That's correct.
You gotta somehow show us that you don't die. We need to see it if you're God, and then we might believe you. Maybe.
Respond.
Yes, please.
May we respond?
Respond. Yes, respond.
Oh, yes. You crucified Natureboy. I am the return.
No, I mean really die, bro. Like how you got them women around you and the dudes were rubbing your feet. I mean, really getting bashed upside your head, hung on a cross, feeling it. I don't mean, look, you can't switch from hypothetical and then back to, no, we want to see you really, since you got your feet rubbed and you felt it, we want to see you get crucified and come back to life. And then we might be like, damn, he's onto something. That's what I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong, King? He said he's God.
No,
right?
you're not wrong. Yeah.
I'm sure the people want to see this. Yeah, brother, you can respond, please.
I never was crucified. I would never let you touch me.
First he said they crucified him. Now he's never been crucified. Pay attention.
I don't want to kill you. You said you're God. There was a God that
never crucified.
Okay, so let me ask him this. Hold on, man, because we got to move forward now.
Okay.
We see we lost a young brother, a brilliant brother, a bright brother, man, who is on his way to the promised land, man. I speak of none other than young Pharaoh. He had everything going for him, and he ended up in jail and losing stuff. When I say losing stuff, I don't know. I'm not talking about financial gain, but I'm talking about some of the power that he had as far as YouTube
Shout
power,
out to young Pharaoh. Keep
fame,
your ass,
you know,
locked up.
It looked like I see you going down the same direction, brother. We lost young Pharaoh. Are you losing it, brother? Are you yourself losing it? And will you and Pharaoh ever get back together?
Losing what?
The mind, brother, the mind. Are you losing your mind, brother? That's what I'm asking you. Are you losing your mind?
Which one?
The one you're using right now. Come on, answer a question straightforward, brother.
Are there any substances involved that, you know, are you taking peyote or
are you taking any medication, anything like that, brother?
Ayahuasca, the different types of hallucinogenics? Because if you are, we care about you and we don't want to see that happen.
Right. That's right, brother.
Is this a cry for help? Maybe? Because you seem like a very intelligent brother. And obviously you're loved. You have a lot of beautiful women and people around you. We will just want to understand. But when you start saying you're my God and everybody's God, that kind of makes us think there's some mental illness going on.
Right.
And no disrespect to you. This is just a little bit beyond eccentric. It's kind of like a cry for, I don't know, right, Sonet? I don't want to.
Yes, you're right, baby. You're right. You're right.
We care about you.
Am I under arrest?
No, not at all. You seem like you're very free and happy.
Have I committed any crime?
No crimes.
You out.
Not that we know of. Not that we know of. Not that we know of. We don't know, but I don't see any crimes being committed. I love the sisters and seeing a brother with the but all this, I'm your God, and I mean that makes us feel like there's some mental illness going on, some psychosis. No offense. I'm not trying to offend you. Really, thank you. I just want to understand. Can your Orishas at all speak, or they are not allowed to talk?
They speak to me.
Oh, okay.
Well, what I want to say to you, brother, is I remember this video and you seem perfectly fine right here.
Yeah.
And now that I'm seeing you, it's like a dramatic change. Look at you, man.
Shout out to Sonetta for
Let's
pulling
hear
this
you.
up.
And your
Look how you talk.
Look, y'all.
Your queen had a voice. It's music.
See, you dropping knowledge. You was at the House of Consciousness right here. You and your beautiful queen and your baby mother. And it looked like a big dramatic change in you now.
Yeah, sadly.
Hold on.
He was
But
struggling
he
with
was
getting the
doing this
volume.
with the feet rubbing.
But
He seemed more
Natureboy's
like
mind was
normal
still
when they were
messed
rubbing
up.
his feet on the video.
But he had
like
his
I would like
narcissistic
to
supply
talk to
to
that
get him
person
through.
who he says is
What's
possessed.
up, Maybach?
Hold on,
How
Nicole.
are
I want you
you?
to see. I want you to see the knowledge and the information you're dropping, You seem more calm. You seem within your right mind. And so you can't, you know, we can't help but actually express
don't
this.
start
Like,
your
what
stuff
happened?
on
What's
here.
going on with you? From
Don't
then,
start me back.
from them.
Nah, Netta, like I'm still.
Hold on. Listen to this knowledge you dropping. Listen.
And the bottom of your feet have no melanin on it because their nose like the bottom of the battery. And when you touch the earth, it's called grounding. You can look it up. You connect your whole body and your blood coagulates. You feel what I'm saying? And you start to be in tune with everything that is the source. So our source is nature. And I was telling us, get out of the books because the books is tainted by man. Man has did every kind of thing with that book to confuse us. And we're arguing about the book instead of getting it straight from the source, not realizing that all information comes from our genetics, our DNA. You understand what I'm saying? So when we heal our DNA, then we can be enlightened. We can have a direct connection to Allah, which is nature. If you eat the right food that's not genetically modified, then your food sends you information. If you're in the sun.
So you see why we have these concerns, my brother. And the way you are today, the way you are behaving today, is like a 360-degree turnaround here, brother.
All right, y'all. Y'all know I stop it in the middle. Y'all know I do this by now, right? Every so often I stop it because I want us to really think about what we're listening to, what we're watching. That's just me. This man said, and I'm going to do a video just on that transition of when he first started to where he is right now. And he showed the video of Velvet. How many of you remember when Velvet said, and I have my qualms with Velvet, but this right here is something totally different. Well, I'm not going to talk about it. How many of you remember when Velvet said, I tried to keep things structured. I tried to keep his mind on track. It is very possible that the only way that somebody like Eligio, a narcissist that suffers from these psychosis this severe, can only stay close to reality when he is getting narcissistic supply by a partner. Remember, he doesn't know what it feels like to get the love of a mother. He doesn't know what that feel like. So when he has it, he's at his most normal. I'm not going to say he is normal, but he's at his most normal. And what happened is he lost someone that very strong like Velvet. He lost her. And so he has these women behind him who really don't care about him. Velvet cared about him. She loved him, right? She wanted to see him get better and thrive. These women are comfortable. They want to stay comfortable. They don't want to do anything. And they'll do and say whatever they need to. They'll allow him to do and say whatever he decides to do, so long as they are able to reap the benefits of being beside him. So yeah, and you'll see it. You'll see how their body language, and they don't feel the way they are portraying. They don't feel the same way.
You can respond.
I got my wings, sir. I got my wings, sir. Sometimes in life, things take transformation. I got my wings, sir.
What kind of wings are you talking about, brother? Flying wings, invisible. What kind of wings are you talking about, man?
And everything is a script. Everything.
Wings of a butterfly that form from a caterpillar. butterflies don't conversate with caterpillars.
Conversate is not a word.
The coding isn't right.
With this type of mindset, it reminds me of the movie Get Out. How many of y'all saw the movie Get Out? When you look at the movie Get Out, and the way you're talking right now, my brother, Three God, with this type of mentality, how are you able to capture the minds, to manipulate the minds of these women and of these brothers to give you all their money, to do, to make them, just to make them do what your will is? It got to be something else going on. Y'all saw the movie Get Out, and y'all saw this shit. This reminds me of that, brother. Look at you right now.
I don't know. I've seen another couple shows on the internet, and I don't want the brother to feel offended or anything.
Yeah.
I really don't. We didn't bring him in here to make fun. We really are interested in his lifestyle. And, it would be great to just, I think we got off on the wrong foot because it was a little bit too intense about I'm your God and I made you. So if we could just hear more from him, like if he could get to the point, I'm asking you, Senator, to approach the brother, ask him, I'm going to talk to you and you talk to him, right? Ask him, can he tell us when he was getting his feet rubbed on that, he seemed like someone who could actually talk to us on a more human level, since he's thinking we're not.
I could talk to you guys if you just calm down. I'm here.
Okay, we're gonna calm down and let you talk, brother. You got the floor.
Anything they hadn't gotten upset,
Peace to people right now, brother.
Anything, but he's telling them to calm down. Pay attention to that.
Something happened to me, where I was aware that I was actually, and I'm trying to tell y'all, but y'all not gonna believe me, but for the longest time, people have been following me since I was like 19. Mm-hmm. And people always gave me money and worshiped me. And mm-hmm. I've been living my life like this for a long time. And
true.
Stop this.
I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
Yes, go ahead, brother. We listening.
Okay, so when I flew out to Guatemala, it started. When I first left, when I did the interview with you, I left. I went to Guatemala. And when I went to Guatemala,
look at his eyebrows, y'all. They keep going up and down.
Some people came out with me. And it wasn't the people I thought it was. It was a whole bunch of guys.
Welcome,
Alex. I thought a woman would come with me because I was vlogging.
She did
about
so good.
Leaving. I came to your channel with Young Pharaoh, and I said I was going to leave.
Have you went into like any caves or anything like that?
No, let me. I've been to many caves.
Like, have you went into caves and stuff like that? Because I know you was in Mexico and you was traveling. Have you went into any caves?
Absolutely.
You could have got bitten by a radioactive spider or some goddamn some ants, anything. Something could have got you, brother. Something got into you, brother. This is what I'm saying. This is not the three God that I know, man.
He's about to let us know, I think. Remember, let's give him a chance, King.
Okay.
Let's give him a chance.
No, but we got to know if he been abducted. He could have been abducted. He could have been, something happened.
No, I think he's about to let us know, love. So
all right, go ahead, brother. We're going to fall back and you're going to tell us your story. I'm going to fall back, brother. Go ahead.
We won't interrupt you. We're going to mute out and then you just go.
Okay. I went to Guatemala and then people started following me. Someone gave me $300,000 and all I did was use it to help people come to Costa Rica and help people learn the knowledge and take them deep into the jungle and teach people all over the world. They came to me. And this one white girl came to me, and she knew I was God. Kayla, she's like, I know you're God. And I was like, wow. And when she came to me, it upset the whole Canada.
Okay, so I wanted to point this out because somebody said it in the chat when I was there as well, when I was at the live. This is a good point. So he keeps changing when he realized he was God. The first time he said he realized he was God was when he died and then came back when he was 19. Now he's saying it was when he was already in the journey, because he had already left the country. So when he was already in his journey, and a white woman, mind you, a white woman came and told him he was God. So that is how he realized he was God. Okay. But we're supposed to stay away from white people and not listen to white people. And they are whatever it is that he says that they are, our lower selves at one point. They are the D word at one point. But he can listen to this so-called female who told him that he was God, right? Pay attention to that as well.
And so BBC started, sent the news reporter out to see who I was. I was affecting a lot of people in the Costa Rica area. They was coming because of me. And people were coming to work.
What do you mean by that, Dully?
But I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why, when I was in Costa Rica, why people was coming up on that mountain. They were coming to me. All kind of sick people were coming to me. All kind of people was trying to, come to me. And I was trying to make it look normal. Melanation. I was trying to make melanation look like something normal, but I didn't really know what
Sonic,
I was.
they've been doing it. They just started doing it
to this
on
day.
live.
I'm at it keeps saying 60%. Like I'm downloading, I'm becoming God. I understand more now, and I'm not done. I'm not done evolving, but here's what I can tell you. The universe doesn't speak in our language. It speaks in mathematics, music, and movement. So we look at God as the universe, and we don't know how to talk to the universe. We can't talk to the universe in English. You have to talk to the universe in movement, music, and mathematics. So us as Black people will eventually, us as Black people will eventually find the number 3. The number 3 is a number of all creation. The number 3 is a number that represents us as a threeple. Now listen, I know that sounds crazy, but listen to me. 3, 6, and 9 are the keys to the universe, and I tapped into that shit. And I basically realized a lot of things, and I'm gonna tell you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Number 1, the reason why there's people around me that pamper me and worship me, and they just started, they come to me, they magnetically come to me, and I had a lot of trouble. What you was watching is a lot of difficult between me coming from the life that we used to live.
How are you?
And coming into this divine ancient thing, and it's been my powers. I've been using my powers against me and learning different things and constantly exploring mathematics of the universe. And what I've come to understand is that the universe speaks in binary code. It goes from 1, 2, 4, 8.
Most of what he says, he doesn't even believe. That's why his doctrine changes so much, because he doesn't even believe what he's saying. He doesn't even understand what he's saying, and I think sometimes he's not even listening to himself.
So there's an algorithm of the universe. We use this same algorithm with our technology that we're using. And if you
tell Sweet Mindset, get her butt over here.
You are already a device. You're just not pushing the right buttons, and you're not pushing the right buttons into the universe for you to get what you actually want. So you are like a cell phone to the universe, a self-operated cell phone that doesn't understand itself. So we're actually downloading as a people and waking up to understand that we need to stop talking so much. That's why you got Snapchat, make it snappy. That's why you have Instagram, make it instant. That's why you have TikTok, because the universe is asking us. Oh,
Nepal, take over for a minute. Go ahead, continue, brother.
The universe is asking us to stop talking.
Hey, mama. How are you? I should have known. Let me know when you're gonna be covering it, so I can be there. I got you.
It's not our enemy. Oh, I have to tell them the secrets. I have to give it to them. I have to tell them. I have to tell you. I have to tell them. I have to tell them. Okay. Human beings are a part of nature. What humans are doing, nature is actually doing. Our actions and all of our thoughts, we feel that we have some kind of a free will, but indeed, we are a part of nature, and nature's taking its course through us.
See, we love you over here, sweet mom.
Our actions are actually
we
not
got love
our
for
actions.
your mamas.
Our actions are the actions of the universe happening. And we think that we're making our own decisions, but our own decisions are actually that happening. So what we need to realize
welcome.
now,
Egypt, he said that before, that
the universe
he was
or God or Allah,
he was referencing Nikola Tesla before. So that's
disobeying
that's definitely
the laws of the
possible.
universe, the Ma'at laws of the universe. Ra sent Sekhmet to destroy us, our minds, and put our minds to sleep. And so that we went to sleep for a season in the calendar of life, in the real calendar of life. But now we are coming back into just like the weather, we are waking up as the spring, as the winter comes to spring and the plants arrive genetically. There's a program and an algorithm of the universe. And in the algorithm of the universe, we all must awaken to the understanding of the oneness that we all are. Through genetic program, DNA, biology, astronomy, quantum physics, and understanding our power in what melanin truly is, and understanding truly.
You know what's interesting is he hasn't mentioned those sciences for a while. And if you remember what he just said, I wrote it down because I'm listen. You have to in order to, I ain't even gonna explain it. Y'all know how I feel. This man says music, movement, and mathematics are the way you speak to the universe, right? But if that was true, where was mathematics in the 5 sciences? He says that we are a program, but I thought we were in HE, you know what. Are we the matrix, or are we on a more spiritual level in a place of damnation? He says also God is nature, God is consciousness, God is the universe, and then God is him. They can't be all of those things unless you have a severe mental illness?
Our connection from our body, mind, to the planet. So, with that being stated, I say to you that the universe and white people are not our enemy. White people are God's way of punishing us. White people are just used as an instrument to punish us because of things that we're doing and we've done to disobey. But now, because of the calendar, the curse is being lifted, and I am here to save you and wake you back up into the glorious kingdom of God. I'm here to bring you back home out of the abyss that you are in, the abyss of your mind. You've always been kings. You always.
I hate pausing it so much, but he said that white people are here to punish us, right? White people are bad. But in previous videos, there is no white or black. There is no white person. There's only different variations of melanin. That I believe. There are different variations of melanin. And remember, a white woman declared him God. And that is how he realized he was God, because a white woman declared him God. And then he says that he's here to bring us to the promised land. But I thought we were already in the promised land because we're already cells within the body of Christ, right? Make it make sense, y'all.
You've been queens and you've always been goddesses. But you just forgot because you forgot the knowledge of self. You forgot the key principles of the universe. Once you have found that, then you will understand the magic that you see upon you with me. But it is just that I am sending out the right codes into the universe, and it's bringing me back the things and allowing me to be in grace and harmony with it.
That is a fact. We live.
It is because I am actually Ra, or what you would call Ray, and I've come back to my people who I created to once again give them their minds back.
So now he's Ra.
So that they may join me again on earth, heaven on earth. Everything is in place. You are in hell. This is hell. You are being punished for your disobedience. And so I wiped away your memory for disobeying me. I sent Sekhmet.
Who's Sekhmet? One of them? I thought they were Orishas.
I sent Sekhmet.
Okay.
To put you to sleep.
Brother, you're slipping back into, I was really interested.
I send Sekhmet.
Okay, sorry.
I sent Sekhmet to put you to sleep long time ago. But you don't remember.
This man laughing at himself.
See,
look at him.
The reason why I'm on
Old
this
ass
show
looking
right now
face.
is not because I'm crazy. It's
I
because
don't think
it's because I'm from the future.
I do think you have some delusions of grandeur. I wouldn't call you crazy, but I do want to say something. I thank you for that rundown. What I see and what I want to ask you, I want you to address this, is a person who has for so long, and this might be some keys to what happens not just with young Pharaoh. We're looking at the brother Kanye, a lot of very talented, brilliant people who come from, maybe, I don't know your story, but I'm just guessing, because you said something about the way you were talking, like, well, yo, look at my feet, yo. I think you came from adversity. Maybe you had a childhood that you didn't have a lot of whatever, I don't know. And then you've got this like worshiping and this following at 19, everybody's just doing everything. And now we see it kind of spiraling into these delusions of grandeur that if you listen, it's a celebrity thing. If you don't get a hold of it, it can either make you better or it can destroy you. And I mean, it's a great, don't get offended. This isn't about you even, but usually when we see this, like all the women around, and it's kind of like a gimmick, because the difference between your life and Kanye is, and the difference between you and young Pharaoh and Kanye is, you guys are more social media, so we can see really what really goes on. See, Kanye has NDAs and he does all that, so we can't see if he's abusing. I'm not saying you abuse anybody. We can't see what's going on in his life. But with you and young Pharaoh, we can see everything. We know beyond what we see here. And so I want you to this is an opportunity for you to talk to us about what we know we've seen in your whole life, and they do worship you. But can you talk to us about, because it sounds like even if you are God, you're a very vengeful God. And your teachings, that contradicts what you've taught in the past, right? Sonetter and everybody who follows him, you've taught against that Bible, like God kills, and now you're sounding more not like Ra. You're only saying Sekhmet. What about the balance of Ma'at? What about the netters? And I mean, so I said a lot. I analyzed what's going on with you, because you do have a lot of people worshiping you, but it looks like you might be going down the wrong road. So address how we know as the people, because your social media, we know that it's not all just them bowing down. We've seen them getting on the camera.
She calls him out this entire time. I love this part. I love.
So we've seen both sides.
Everything she said in this
address all
interview.
of that and clear it up for us, because you can't really show us this, and we know that there's.
She would say, "Am I watching the video?
Something bad or something imbalanced going on." You know what I'm saying, brother? Because all them rubbing on your head and stuff, we know what they get on the cameras. Not them particularly, but we've seen women in your life say, "He abuses me. I ran away." This is your time to address this.
You know what? I think he's actually filming a music video as she speaks, as he's doing this interview.
What would you like to know?
Once it's not getting comfortable for him. Once it
First,
gets
I made a statement about what's really going on. You have gotten a lot of following, and people have, I don't want to say weak, but see, these sisters and these brothers, they've gone through things in their lives where they're looking for answers in a God. And then you are a brilliant brother who's had people worshiping you, but that happens throughout time. I mean, Yahweh Ben Yahweh, Jim Jones, who else? Oh, even Helter, what's a Helter Skelter guy? Charles Manson. We get it. Dr. York, we get it. You've got people throwing their lives away for you. But as you see this happening, you call yourself God, but we as a whole people, you say we're your children. We can see that you're not really God. You're more a brother who doesn't know how to control the power that's given to you. Because in every holy writing, it says, with great power comes great responsibility. And to me, it just looks like you're being irresponsible. You know what I mean? So I just want you to address some of that. Maybe we're wrong. Could you clear it up?
She had too many
I'm
words.
not clear of your question.
He can't hear the question because, number one, he knows it's an attack on him.
The question is, how do you find such great actresses? Because these same women, I don't know all of them, but I mean, there's a channel called The Tea, and sometimes stuff will come up. I don't watch it because I want to respect your life. But the gist of it is There's always another woman on the internet every other month running away from you and telling all these sad stories. So the question is, how do you get to be God, knowing that, you know, you're not bringing the best for the person, or you're not bringing happiness all the time. You're victimizing people.
The question is too complex for him. The question was too complex for him, and so he can't. If it's not a short question, he cannot understand, and it's just too much for him to respond to. I did mute it because he's playing music again, so let me fast forward it a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the part where they start making out. Thank you, Big O. I keep forgetting to say, please hit the like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Exactly. They just beat her up the other day. And they're not happy that she was back or whatever, you know, whatever this situation is. This is their main goal, is to have the, I guess, because they're in that space and they don't want to go back to where they came from, or they feel like they can't go back. Their main goal is to be as privileged in that space as possible. Look at this. This is sick. Oh, definitely, Egypt. Sandra, welcome. So either Malia never left or she came back the very next day. It's up to you to interpret what really happened. But she ran out barefoot with a certain outfit on, and by the time she came back, she had a whole new outfit on with shoes and everything else. So it's very possible she didn't go anywhere. I went to the map. Somebody put out the address. I went to the map of where they live, and there's no possible way that she traveled that far by herself to where they so-called picked her up from. All right, hold on.
All right, listen, man. Listen up, y'all, for a minute, man. This is what y'all want, right? Y'all want to see Natureboy, or you don't want to see him, man. This is the, I mean, look, I ain't never had this many people coming in when I'm talking about knowledge and information. But y'all got a lot to say, and y'all all up in here like crazy. Do y'all want me to open up the phone lines? You already know what you're going to get when you see him, when you got him. You know, y'all already know what you're going to get. So do y'all want to open up the phone lines? Do y'all want to ask questions or what? Talk to me. Let me know something. I got him in the back chat. I had to just put him in the back chat for a minute. Huh? Talk to me. Let me know.
So here's what's interesting is y'all, for many of you, y'all have seen interviews with him and Sonetta before. Usually, even when he's, let's say interviews in general, just when he's having interviews.
Y'all want to ask questions.
If somebody puts him on hold or mute, what's the first thing he do?
Do y'all want to ask questions?
So they put him in the back. somewhere hiding.
Do y'all want to ask
And he
questions?
never left.
It's up to y'all. Let me know.
Why do you think that is?
Going once, going twice. Okay, they don't want to.
Yeah, Sonetter.
Yeah, we live. We on the show. You on the show?
Hey, I know. I'm back. Don't put me in the back anymore.
Okay, no, I was just putting it in the back so we could hear.
You don't
hear
have
the people.
to end the live, but
all right. Peace and black power, family. Peace and black power. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace. This is Carl. I got a question for Natureboy.
Okay. Hey, Natureboy, we opened up the phone lines for question and answers, brother. What's your question for Natureboy, brother?
His name is Three God.
Three God.
Okay, Three God.
Yes,
Yes,
Three God.
Yes, Three God.
Okay. What's
hello,
your question,
Three God.
brother?
I got a question. So, since you are God incarnate, what's your take on what's going on in Russia and the Ukraine and a possible World War III? And if it goes down, how are you going to participate in this global war?
That's a good question.
Is he good? The actual
That was
caller
a
is
real
not
question.
there, but we're so
That was a
loud.
good question.
DT.
Call from.
You heard me?
You ain't answered the question, brother.
I'm trying to. It seems to be an interference between our lives. Can you hear me?
All right. Yes, we can hear you.
Everything happens in divine timing. Nothing is a mistake. There is no mistakes. Everything is mathematical. Everything equates to the number 3.
All right. Peace and black power, family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Mr. Red, man. I'm calling from Birmingham, Alabama.
All right. What's going on, Mr. Red?
Yeah, Solomon had multiple wives. I love Three God as a person. He's very knowledgeable and wise, but he gotta just come on and start with the buffoonery, man. He's not God.
He said he's knowledgeable
He's a
and
child
wise.
of God, and he's not God reincarnated. He's a child of God. Lapaz, get the man together, Lapaz.
Welcome, Tracy. How are you, mamas?
Well, I'm not allowed to
Thank
say
you
too
for
much.
coming through.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
You're not hurting my feelings. You're not hurting my feelings. We all are projecting our reality.
Right.
So you're not hurting my feelings. You're only expressing your own hurt.
No, actually, I'm very fine
cheeks,
with
y'all.
your life. It's just
I wonder what's going on.
If you came on here and you're God, you should really answer questions that people ask you.
I've answered the questions, yes.
Yeah. Anyone else want to call in? Do you guys have any other family? This is your opportunity.
No, I do not speak English.
Oh, I just realized there's no filter.
Binary code.
He looks fucked up because there's no filter.
Come on, brother. Stop, man. See, this is what I'm talking about, brother.
No,
you playing games now, brother. Be real, man.
Ow.
Come on, brother.
Okay, I'm serious. I speak binary code.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, brother,
right, listen. So what I'm doing, and then you guys won't let me talk.
No, talk, please.
Go ahead and talk, brother.
Okay, every letter represents a number. A represents 1, B represents 2, 3 represents C.
Peace and black power, family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, stop. Can you hear me? This is Tito Funga.
Yeah, you got to get me off the speaker so we can hear you clear.
Oh, I'm okay. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you right quick, brother.
All
HOK Hit Squad member.
You know it.
Yeah,
yes, you know it. You know it. Yeah, I got a question for the brother Three God. Because I see the Puerto Rican flag behind you and I see the Haitian flag, right? But I wanted to know, what is your involvement with Orishas? You say Orishas with Yoruba. Because I understand that, being a practitioner in Santeria, you have Obatala coming down in certain individuals. You got Chango. You have them coming down, manifesting in certain bodies. So is this what you're telling us? Is this a form of Yoruba?
All existence is regulated by genetics. It's all binary code, genetic code.
Okay.
Everything is. Can I finish?
Finish, brother. Ain't nobody say nothing. Go ahead.
I want you guys to listen to me, and I want to make sure the connection is clear, because I think we're chopping up. Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, so every letter in the alphabet is a number. The universe doesn't speak in like certain words. For instance, if we say, can we get this on the screen, please? I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, can I show you guys what I'm talking about?
Show us what you're talking about, brother.
You want to know the math or no? I can.
Yes, go ahead, brother. Yes, go ahead.
The reason why you see me expressing myself differently is because this is the future, whether you know it or not. Guys, what you're looking at is everyone is going to be looking like Michael Jackson and Prince. Everyone is going to be
welcome, Kenya.
Androgynous. Life is not the same anymore. You have not woken up into the days that you was in before. In fact, every time, let me explain this. I just don't want you to cut me off, because don't cut me off. Let me fully explain this, okay? Okay. When you go to sleep at night, you die. There's an illusion that makes you think that you can die, but you can't die because you're not living. Because you're an infinite being. The absolute truth is that you do not exist. You cannot conceptualize yourself, therefore you cannot have knowledge of self. Can you hear me?
All right, y'all. He said, and this is why these people are stuck. They're stuck because he makes literally no sense, and you don't know what's up or down. He said, when you sleep, you die, right? But you don't really die. It's just an illusion your mind makes, right? It's just an illusion. You can't die. Okay? Which means that you're just dreaming to begin with. But the way he says it makes, number one, the initial phrase, when you sleep, you die. That is what you catch. And so he goes into all these circles and twists and turns just to lead you back to the thought or the understanding that you might have had already. But based on how he says it, you think that he's saying something profound. If you are a person who doesn't have your own knowledge, who may be still searching for understanding, he got himself confused. Absolutely, we live. Binary code is ones and zeros, yes. And he takes bits and pieces of so much information that he just spits it out. And if you are a person who doesn't process what is being said to you, you won't even realize that he just contradicted himself.
We hear you. We hear you.
You are an infinite being. You cannot conceptualize yourself because you are infinite.
Go ahead, brother.
You are an infinite being. You cannot conceptualize what you are. Therefore, there's no true knowledge of self outside of the understanding that there is no self. That the zero became one and the one became zero. How did one become one from zero? How did one become one from zero? One is pretending to be something coming from nothing. How do we have mathematics today? How does the number one
Welcome,
even
Yasmin.
exist?
I do too.
Because it doesn't exist. It's nothing pretending to be something, just like you. And we are all numbers. And you are nothing pretending to be something. You are an infinite being. You could not be conceptualized. You are playing an illusion on your own self. You are dreaming a genetic code. There is a hole in the middle of your eyeballs. It travels to the back of your brain. Your brain is computing your genetics. Your eyes are actually projecting out your reality. So you are in a genetic program. This is a simulation of a genetic program, and it's binary coded. I programmed it myself.
Okay. I got you, Egypt. Big O, thank you. How do I make somebody a moderator, or like, with the little wrench on it? 'Cause I think you deserve it. You've been holding me down. But let me just say this. He said, Jasmine, he said, and I had to stop this. Y'all know I really just want to break it down. I don't want to be the channel holder that doesn't feed you what you really need when watching this. He says that we're all made up of genetic codes, the Morse code that he coded it. But I thought we were cells. I thought we were cells, y'all. Are we cells or are we coding? He's saying it's genetic coding, but you can't. Genetic coding would mean you are a DNA strand, right? You are a strand of DNA. So are we cells or are we DNA strands? Come on, y'all. And if that is the case, if everything is mathematical, if everything is based in science, then there's no room for spirituality. In his mind, in his world, there's no room for spirituality because everything has to make sense. And the wonderful thing about spirituality is that it doesn't always need to make sense in order for you to believe in it. I got let me know if y'all want me to pull this up. Morse code. I have it right here. Morse code is a method used in telecommunication to encode text characters as standardized sequences of two different signal durations called dots. Let me see. I got an example of Morse code. Let me show you. I'm just going to show you. Let's see. Here's Morse code, y'all. Here's Morse code. He said that he programmed us with this right here, with these dots. This is what helped the United States win World War, the war against Germany. Okay? This is what he said he created. Or he coded his own version, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's get back to the program.
All right, you going in. You dropping
King,
scholarship now.
Latoya's calling in. I gave her your number. She has.
Okay,
she wants to talk.
peace and black power,
Yeah, he
brother.
said
Are
binary
you
code
there?
as well. I'll look that up for you too.
Yeah, man.
Do you have a question, brother?
Man, ask him, is the paint on his face waterproof?
You can ask him. He hear you.
Is the paint on your face waterproof?
This is Unc right here, the God Killer.
Is that Unc?
Yes, it is.
Yo, what up, Unc?
What's up?
Look at his real. Look at the real Eligio come out. That wacko jacko is for views. Look at the real Eligio come out. Thirsty little boy looking for attention.
I'm on the phone with Unc from Sarnetta. I've always wanted to talk to you. Oh, I want to talk to you. I have so much to think about with you. You're amazing. You're absolutely amazing.
Well, he want to know first before you do anything else. Is the paint on your face waterproof? That's what he asking you.
Hold on. Unc, I always want to tell you this. You're amazing.
Yes, he did.
You are absolutely out of this world.
He broke character. That's how y'all know this is all fake.
You are.
He's not really crazy.
Library.
Does he have mental illness? Yes.
Love it. I love watching
crazy.
you. I watch
He
you
broke
go
character.
to sleep at night. It really calms me down. Thank you, Unc. You don't know what it feels like.
Do you know what the word galactical actually means? If you're God, what does galactical mean?
Black people don't speak that. I speak black people.
You said the word galactical.
All right. I'm not. This is my last. I'm stopping it for probably about 3 minutes. But he said, Black people don't speak that. Remember when he was, and this will tie into Christina's comment. This is the same guy who fought the lady, right? Yes, he fights women often. He fights women often because he despises women, but he admires men so much so that he, aside from the ones that he has with him, he admires most men, very masculine men, so much so that no matter what they say, they could disrespect him. He will apologize. He has told some men that he won't fight them because they're too bigger than him or smarter than him, and it just, why can't we all just get along? But what's interesting is yeah, he beats on women, and the one that's sitting right next to him is one of those ones. I mean, they all get their share of abuse, but the one sitting right next to him right now is the one that he violates the most. And she asked him, he used this phrase, it's a Black people thing, when he was talking to the neighbors after abusing this young woman. Black people do this. We ghetto. We're ignorant. We don't understand. Who speaks like that? What group of people say this is a Black thing? Black people are illiterate, retarded, don't know anything, have a lack of knowledge. We use words that we don't understand. What type of people talk like that? People who want to fuel, people who want to justify racism and the oppression of people with melanin, period. Melanated people within this country, with honestly throughout the world, but it's prevalent here. And that's what they say. They're ignorant by nature. This man, for those who don't believe it, maybe, not directly, but he is definitely an agent for a specific purpose and cause against us, not for us.
Black people do is what we do is we put a feeling inside of a word. It doesn't matter what the word is. We could just put a feeling in it and you get it. You know what I mean? Like for instance, what is the meaning of the word? What is the meaning of the word dope? Dope.
that originally meant some drugs. But we took that word, we just put a feeling into it and made it a feeling. Dope. Yo, that's dope. So it's like what we did is we put feelings into any word and we can understand it. That's why we created Ebonics. So when I say galactical, he got what I'm saying because I'm speaking black people. It doesn't matter what word it was. It's the feeling. You get it?
All right, let me get Unk back in here. Unk, you finished?
No, I'm right here, man. Tell three God to be safe, man. Take care of the women right there, man. It's all good. What?
Please
What's
contact me, bro. I got to talk to you.
All right. Tell Son that to give me a number.
He want to make you the chief in general, Unk.
All right. Tell Son that to send me the number.
I got you.
All
right.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Unk.
Okay.
Listen.
Oh, okay.
Ask me a question about the universe.
I just asked you what's galactical, and you didn't even know what it was. How is he going to ask us? That is about the universe. That's about the What is galactical? You don't even know what the word means. Galactical is what we're talking about. When the root of the word galactical, it means milk. That's why our galaxy is Milky Way. If you were God, you would know that, and you would teach these women.
Come on, brother. Be respectful,
don't
brother.
be disrespectful, or you'll get kicked off the show.
See that? He's an idiot.
Because unlike
He's
your
an
women,
idiot.
I'm not just a concubine that sucks your face and wipes sweat off your nose. You will get kicked off, and you could go back to Rapist Nation or whatever you're on. Talking about, is there a leak in the roof? You could look around at them. They're gonna be on the T in a week or two, talking about how you beat them up. So let's get real. You're not gonna disrespect.
What is that?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's raining.
It's God. That's the voice of God. That's the real voice of God. That's the real voice of God. Okay? And it's not a man. Now, anyway, next caller.
All right, next caller, y'all. Thank you, Unk.
Is everything good?
Peace,
All right.
Can you imagine if he did?
All right,
if
peace
his
and black power,
disciples
peace and black
did
power,
what
family.
he's
What's your
doing
name
to
and where you
them?
calling from?
Being rude,
Hey, my
talking
name
over
is Dutch, and
them,
I'm calling from
interrupting
Miami.
them.
Your name is what?
Dutch.
Dutch. What's on your mind, Dutch?
So I would like to know if he can explain in a very simple way. Two questions. First, his transsexual tendencies, and why have I seen this man compare mostly Black women to transsexuals and make Black women seem to be lesser than transsexuals? I would really like an explanation.
Come on, brother God. I hope you can answer this question, God. Please, man.
Thank you.
Without the buffoonery, God, answer these questions.
The LGBTQ community has served the divine feminine. The women that you have today are not feminine. They had to become masculine. The LGBTQ community has preserved the actual spirit of the divine feminine for you. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So homosexual men are more feminine than women. This is where we are, family. This is the sadness of the Black. This is where the buck breaking has led us to our Black men saying that men pretending to be women, and no offense to the transsexuals, men pretending to be women are more feminine. It's just sad. This is the result of slavery. If we're going to do a show that's edifying, we should use this opportunity to really enlighten. Maybe we'll save some sisters out there. See, this is the thing. God, the first God was female. The darkness in the beginning.
Right.
All the sisters. Thank you, sis. Did you want to continue? I didn't know you're still on the line.
Go ahead, sis. You can continue.
I understand his viewpoint, but I think it's very jaded. And quite frankly, I think that you're missing a lot of key factors. And I feel like you should really spend a lot more time around other Black women and have a better experience. Unfortunately, it seems to be that you have a motive to put women against each other. But more power to you. Thank you guys for your time.
All right, peace. Thank you. Hey, Nate, hey, Three God, we're going to have to... Three God, we're gonna have to talk after this show, man. We're gonna have to do a serious show because let me tell you something. Look how many people in the chat. They came to really hear you, brother. You had the opportunity to really teach the people something, brother. And you dropping the ball right now. Peace and Black Power, family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
He calling from Chicago.
All right, go ahead, talk to him.
I have a question. I want to talk.
They don't look goofy. They are goofy.
The video I saw the other day
unfortunate.
Of him being physical with Malia. And also after he was physical with Malia, the other girls also physically attacked her. That's the number one question. I want to talk about the abuse because we all saw him physically push her, and then Miss Zoka was also involved in it. And then later on, Afro also attacked Malia. Now, Malia is the queen sitting to his right. I want to know if you are God, my God would never abuse people like this. If you are God, how is it that you're working in chaos and not in peace?
Good question. Come on, God. Answer that, man. Come on, God. For real. Be serious. Let's go.
Will you let me answer it?
Go ahead, brother.
You won't interrupt me?
No, sir.
I would love to answer.
This nigga so weird. Oh my God. Just looking at him. Ooh.
Listen, don't cut me off.
So for copyright strike issues, he's just so you know, he started playing Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. Look at him.
Come on, brother. Come on, God. Come on.
All right, I'm about to sweet mouth.
I don't know. Just like that movie Get Out. I think it's something that they hear that you got them programmed, and when they hear these damn tunes, they don't know how to act.
No, they can't
it's like
think.
These sisters up here don't have a brain of their own. And brother, you really manipulating them. You got to stop this. Stop this mess, brother. You got to really stop this, brother.
It's all abuse. He's a misogynist. Those women are come on, Thonnetter. You're gonna be.
All right.
Look at this, y'all. Look at this.
All right.
He puts the music on so that they don't have a chance to.
Why don't we just let him go and keep the show?
You ever I'm muted so they turn it down. You ever or having a conversation or doing whatever, thinking or whatever, and then somebody starts blasting music and the first thing people say, the first thing I say, and I've heard others say is I can't hear myself think.
They want to see him.
He uses the music to stop them from hearing themselves think.
People are asking great questions. It's like because a woman really recognizes that he's abusive, he's calling us manly. Like
yes, and a couple with alcohol and whatever else they take.
Look at the people in the chat. No, don't cut him off. See, so I think it's a love-hate relationship with him. What do you think? I think it's a love-hate relationship.
I think that if we're going to be responsible, we're going to have to put him in the back chat when he starts going into these fits of like, oh, like it's sad because I don't even know him, but I feel so sad that he's worshipped and he doesn't see reality. We don't worship him, guys. The people inside his world worship him, so he can't differentiate between people who don't worship him and people who do. You know, it's like. We just want to talk to him and get to know his situation.
I hate every word to come out.
And I want y'all to know that this is
correct,
just as much as surprising to me as it is to y'all. And I thought that this was going to be like my last. You see, I think something happened, babe. I'm telling you, either he took that shot or when he got caught in Mexico in them prisons and they did something to him. I'm telling you, this is not the dude I know, man. This shit is pure comedy to me. And he never acted like this. He was more serious. At least he was more serious. Now it's like a play. You know, you can see it. It's like a play, man.
Let's
see if he's back. Let's see if he's ready.
Oh, he turned the music off. Oh,
okay,
no,
he put the music back on, man.
Ice cream truck music.
Yeah, man.
And he thinks
no,
that,
it wasn't always him. Somebody said it's always him. And then somebody put in the chat, yo, Sonetta, cut him off. Taharka Bey is doing a video right now. Taharka Bey is not my goddamn daddy. That nigga is just as sick as anybody else on this motherfucker.
He's worse
Understand
than this
that.
guy.
That motherfucker is worse than him. Who the hell is Taharka? That's a sick ass nigga.
Oh my God.
Sick ass nigga.
He makes this guy look like a saint, Taharka
Right.
does.
Right.
Who cares what he's doing?
The worst trash Baltimore could offer, man. Niggas garbage. Who the fuck give a fuck about a Taharka Bey?
Yeah,
you do, not me.
Yeah, I don't get it. If he's doing a video on you, doing this video, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's cool. And another thing, we do not answer private calls, so stop calling me privately. If you scared, nigga, get a goddamn dog.
This is a guy who facilitates
you got mine.
These types of men.
What's your name and where you calling from?
He gives them a platform. That's how Eligio ended up even
all right, what's happening, bro?
On a platform or have a platform the way he has it because he was on this man's platform with none other than Young Pharaoh.
Black community, the conscious community. This clown right here, what he's doing to them young girls, man. It's a shit show. That's trash, man. You shouldn't even have this dummy. Man, listen, you shouldn't even have this punk on the show.
Yeah, well, people want to hear from him.
That's making us look bad.
Nah, but people want to hear from him.
Man.
You know,
taking your show down, though, brother. You got powerful brothers like Jabari, and there's so many brothers that's intelligent, that's representing what we need to hear. This is a shit show, man. Get this punk off, man. Got these young girls, you know, like slaves or concubines, whatever, man. Like,
weird. It is sick.
Man, this dude don't deserve no platform, is what I'm
well, brother, welcome to the real world, brother.
Well,
everything is not going to go your way. We got to be able to welcome to the real world. This is what's going on in the real world.
No,
people got to face it.
I disagree.
Brothers abusing power with little girls on the
YouTube, it is kind of
talking about he God.
I mean, Senator, everybody has their opinion. I appreciate that caller. He's right. This man is abusing these women. Let's be real. We're Black people. We got to keep it. If we're gonna show him, let's not act like he's abusing these women. And I don't. They're grown, but they can do what they want. But we're not gonna sit up here and act like he's not abusing them. He is abusing them. And it's not submission. That's not submission. Sure. They're held hostage. They're under mind control. That's not poly. That's not polygyny, y'all. That's a clan of women just being sexed and abused and starved, and that's not polygyny. Polygyny is a respectful marriage of different wives, and they don't have to sit. You know, if you love me and respect me, why are you telling me to sit up there and suck your face on camera and wipe paint off your nose? Like, that's disrespectful.
Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Tangy from Chicago again. I had something else to say.
Yeah, he's not going to answer the question. I don't think.
Why are you calling back?
I know. I've seen his interviews before. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Bigo app, right? I'm going to tell you where this mystical act is coming in with him. His finances have dried up on the Bigo app because people are no longer supporting him, right? So he left from the Bigo app. He attempted to go to Instagram. His Twitter account was just suspended about 45 minutes ago because of the sexual activities that he had going on over there. This is
what they talking about.
What happened?
Has anybody seen the new Twitter, the new stuff on Twitter that got him barred off of there? I haven't seen it. I'm gonna open the panels. If anybody's seen it, you can share your thoughts. I did not get to see it. I'm sure it's the same or similar to the ones that I did see.
Happened to her.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sis.
Yeah, this is season 3, episode 3, Natureboy. This is all an act. This is all an illusion for him in order to create another stream of income. Because his daggone Bigo, when he was getting about $24,000 a month, it dried up because they ran him off the app. Women got tired of watching him abuse these women. They got tired of watching him abuse these men, and now he's doing something different.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Do you want to address that, what she just mentioned? Do you want to defend yourself?
Nah, he don't want to address it.
Wow. And that Twitter account with all of those escapades and him exploiting his wives, that account has been suspended.
I love this comment right here.
Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thank you very much, sis. Well, what do you think, Sonia? But this isn't real life. Black men don't think black women like her in real life. You know?
Call from Nikki.
All right, peace and Black Power family. Calling from.
What's up, Sky Etiquette? How are you?
Nikki,
I feel like I saw you somewhere before. So on another
I want to know why is it that a lot of the guys that do like a lot of the conscious people, they use women as a pedestal to get attention.
Jasmine,
I want to know why a lot of the men do that.
This is very important. This is one of the main reasons why a lot of you sisters need to stay in school, educate yourself, build your mind up, and don't be so easily influenced by a man with a car, a man that got money. You know, have some self-pride, have some self-love. See, so you can point the finger at the man, but you really got to look in the mirror and look at yourself. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. But a lot of you sisters out there got to build up your self-esteem. This is why it's easy for men to manipulate the women. Check. Now, see, thanks that you asked that question. And so now that I'm giving you my answer of it, this is one of the reasons why. Build up your mind, educate yourself, you know, put the weed down, put the damn weed down, put the alcohol down, and go get a goddamn education. Stop depending on welfare. And I'm not saying all women. So let me say that before some dumb, fake-ass Hebrew Israelites out there, and you know who I'm talking about, is going to try to get the clip and say, look what Sarnetta said about the women. So I'm not saying all women. I'm talking about the women who are easily manipulated. Keep your ass in school. Take your ass to college. Stop letting people say, oh, you're going to get the white man education. You're going to get the white man. See, they don't want you with that white man education. They want to be able to manipulate your ass so you won't be able to read, so you won't be able to study, so you won't be able to know who you are as a person. Because once you get to college, once you get the knowledge, you can begin to learn how to read in and out of certain things. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the black women got to do. When you look at the black man and you're pointing the finger at him, look in the goddamn mirror and point the finger at yourself. He can only manipulate you if you are weak and what they call it, insecure. All of that stuff goes in there. All of that stuff. Okay? So family, I'm not just blaming you sisters, but you brothers too. You got to stop it. We got to stop that shit, man.
Right.
You got to stop manipulating these women. But sisters, get your mind right. That's all. Build up your self-esteem.
Yes.
Look in that damn mirror and know that you are beautiful.
Yeah.
Look in that damn mirror and know that you make these niggas bow the fuck down by your feet. They don't make you bow down. When you sisters got your mind right, these niggas will do any fucking thing you tell them to do. Trust and believe me. Because you got that power that you don't even know you have.
But we
balance. Man, where's that ball at, man? God damn, son, you gotta come on.
Got it,
you fucking women, y'all don't even know your damn power. You make these niggas bow down at your feet. If you want your man to be a goddamn revolutionary, tell his ass, yo, you ain't getting your ass in this bed until I go and see you out there fighting for Sean Bell. Peace and blessings to Sean Bell back in the days. Your ass will not get in my bed unless I see you out there on the front line for Trayvon Martin. Don't come in my damn house. Guarantee you'll see all these niggas out there marching, fighting, standing up because you don't know the power you exist, woman. You don't know it. Now that I'm telling you this, look at this comment right here. See, suckers don't want me to tell you. They in there saying saw simp. Look at that. I love it. See, chumps don't want you to hear what I'm saying. Suckers don't want you to hear what I'm saying. They don't want Sarnetta to build your. Want me to tell you the right thing. They want me to tell you can't do nothing. Just go out there and open up your legs and slide down the pole.
The other videos, I'm seeing people in the comments say you don't want to see it.
You're doing it.
I'm gonna open up the lines. I think this is about over.
Have some self-discipline.
Kinda, let me see.
All right?
Build
up your self-esteem, and now they call me a simp all in the chat because niggas don't want you to. They don't give a damn about you. Niggas don't care about you, but then when you go outside,
are being fulfilled. So Natureboy 3 guy doing what he's doing, I wanted him to hear this. Many false Christ shall arise, and that's all he's doing, being a false Christ. The prophecies has to be fulfilled. So the book, once again, is showing itself to be true. And I know BJM, Black Jesus Minister, and some other people are hearing me say this, hopefully, but no matter what, the prophecies are being fulfilled. And I'm enjoying the show, y'all.
Thank you, brother. I do want to add this to my king said. Guess what, though? See, I love for my man. Thank you, brother. I love for my man to
look at this weird.
But see, in the Bible, when I say the garden,
look at them.
Eve got the power first, and then she handed it over to her husband, and then he had the power. I come in and I consult with Sarnetta about things. I have wisdom about things, and he lets me. He takes my advice, and then he leads. And
you won't be able to see it, Sky Etiquette, because I was told that they banned him from Twitter.
I have a real
temporarily suspended his account.
He does poly correctly. Not a bunch of us sitting around looking like clowns, crying on the internet, talking about we don't eat. He won't let me do this. I just got escaped from. We don't do that over here. Yeah, brother. Peace to you. Do you even know what that means? Do you even know what that means? Do you know what it means? Or are you just doing it? Because I know when I do it, I can move things. When you do it, you're just trying to make the show. Baby, you're not doing anything. You're acting. This is
all right. Hold on. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, peace. This is Morpheus.
Morpheus in the building. What up, Morpheus?
Yo, what's up, man? What's up? What's a peace? On the Paul. How you doing, sis?
All right.
How you feeling?
Yeah, we know how to throw up. We know how to throw up the cornuco too. We know how to throw up all the symbols. We know how to do it all. Do you know all about it? What do you know about it?
Let him talk. Let him go in. Go ahead, brother.
What do you know? Huh?
I want to
say this one. I never say there wasn't. I want to, because if I'm evil, you will never become the man of your dreams. Honor your mother and honor your father. What that means is that you should allow the divine feminine to move freely.
This part right here took me out.
Yo, funny. Yo, come on, man. Stop, man. Yo, I don't want to laugh, man. Stop this, man. Come on, man.
I'm saying that when I told you to honor your mother and father, I meant that men must become feminine within their own selves to allow their mother's 23 chromosomes to be expressed. Your mother must become alive in you.
And you will never find the woman of your dreams until you become the woman of your dreams.
You know what?
You will never become
Let
the
him
man
finish,
of
baby.
your
Let him
dreams.
finish.
You will never become the man of your dreams until you, woman, become the man of your dreams. You have to match the frequency to actually be able to send it out for you to attract it. So you must become it. And you must embody the woman of your dreams. And the woman of your dreams is just your mother. And so therefore you must embody your mother and allow her to be expressed through you as well as your father. You must look like a male and a female. You must look androgynous to allow the divine feminine and masculine to dance within you. Then you will know what God is.
Stop. Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, my brother. I hope we can end this on a good note, though.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you. I definitely gotta talk to you, brother.
Sanetta, I still want to hire you as my cameraman. And I do not take offense by anything you said tonight. I realize that behind all anger is hurt, and behind all anger is hurt, and behind all hurt is a misunderstanding. I love you. Hold on. Okay.
Go ahead, brother. I love you too, brother.
I love you. I forgive you.
You're my brother. You're my brother.
I take none of this personally. I understand the reaction of something different when we're hit with it. So I pray that everyone digests it with love. Because if I'm evil and you're being evil, then who's right? If I'm evil,
you know what?
No, stop.
I'm saying you just quoted the Bible just now, brother. That's a scripture. That's a scripture. I was just reading that in the scripture today, brother.
Sanetta, I'm gonna tell you something.
So that's some real shit you just said just now.
Sanetta, if I am the devil and I am evil, who are the people in the chat? Is that love? Love has no record of wrongdoing. Love is forgiving. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is not what you see in the chat. What you see in the chat is the actual demons. But it's okay. The demons come from misunderstanding. And soon, mark these dates. April 30th, 2022. June. What?
5th.
June what?
5th.
June 5th. Mark those dates. June 5th. I love you and I missed you so much. I'm sorry if I ever hurt your feelings in any kind of way. Forgive me.
So is he saying the prophecies that the world is going to end on June 5th? Anybody know? I am so sick of him. I can't listen. This is why I have to break these videos up. Well, break these lives up with commentary. Because number one, we have to call out the BS as it's occurring, as we watch it. But also because this is all a show. This is a show. Somebody else said it in the comments as well. This is a show, but it's sad. I don't listen. All right. I'm opening the comment. I'm opening the what you call it, because he doesn't do anything, but he goes on and on with this. And then there's some knowledge, a little bit of knowledge from Sanetta and his wife. I don't know how long he's been married to her. But I did go to her channel to check out some of the things. I guess she's like I guess she's is a I don't know if they call it a psychic, but like an oracle or something. It's his birthday. His birthday not till April. All right, let me see. feel free to come up. Let me see what that word was. There was a word he used earlier that I wanted to look up for you guys. Let me see if I can find it. Probably not. The scrolls. No, I can't go up. I don't know why. But there was a word he used that I was going to look up for y'all, but y'all get the gist of it. Oh, did I put it in the comment? Oh. Okay, here we go. So yeah, come on up, share your thoughts before we head out. Anybody got anything they want to share? Anything? Let me just say real quick that I want to say to the people who are there. If you are listening to this, I don't know who you are. If you are Tanisha, if you are Janae, if you are who else is there? Jayan, Marie, Dalen, all of you people who are following him. Yes, you look like a clown. Yes, you look, silly for following somebody like this. But, however, nobody will. We're only hard on you to get you to come out of this, whatever this is, this trance that you are in. Many women and men have done it. For them to come out, they broke through and they are thriving. I want to show you all. Let me see if I can pull it up on here. Hold on, let me stop sharing real quick. Binary, thank you. I hope I'm not yelling. Binary. Cool. All right, so I got that for you guys. And then I want to also show you on Instagram. I don't even know what he calls himself anymore. Oh my gosh. And I'm following him. How do I check my followers? I mean, how do I check the people I'm following? Let me see. Okay, here we go. I just want to show y'all this. For those who think this probably was a faster way to do this. Let me just do the other way because I can't find it. All right. I'm going to say home and then scroll down. Y'all know I'm like borderline illiterate when it comes to technology. All right. It's much easier on my phone. Give me a second, y'all. And you are more than welcome to come up. I put the link in the description. I would love to hear your last thoughts. Where is it? Cause see, I can't pronounce his name anymore. It was the one they used to call Rambo. When I say this man is thriving, where is his IG? He usually always posting something. All right, let's see who's coming up. More Beer, what's up, More Beer? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Sky Atticus.
Hi, Real Talk TV. How are you doing?
I'm doing good today. I'm feeling good. We watching the fuckery, right? So tell me, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking about this whole situation, the interview, what's happening in general with the cult?
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for sharing this live and this information with us, because I didn't even know that this was even going down until I came across your live stream today, and I am subscribed. So I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
So in regards to it, I kind of came in on the tail end toward the end. My thoughts are that Eligio, I remember Sinetta interviewed this man before.
Correct.
And I notice everyone that comes out of the HOK or interviews with this man or something is very sus. So I do see a connection there. I do see a correlation there. I see two men who might be playing for the same team, but might in the past have made it seem like they aren't, or that they are. And there's two different cults. I do see Sinetta, he has created his own and brought men through his, put them on so they could create their own. I see a pattern. There is a pattern here with this behavior. And then they replicate or duplicate whatever it is that he is doing, but they do their own version of it to deviate and make it seem like they're either against or are allies. But to me, it seems like they're all doing the same fuck shit. And
wow.
I don't appreciate it, because they're playing on everyone's intelligence.
That's a good point that you make up, because if you think about how all of these individuals, like Eligio, he said, I blame Dr. Uric, but there are cults throughout our everyday life. People you see, cults can be one person, it can be three people. What makes cults dangerous is when they start, I guess you could say, accumulating or bringing in more and more people, because you're fueling. Cult leaders are typically narcissistic, and you're fueling the supply that they need to do really what they want to do, what's in their minds, and it's usually not good. So what Sinetta has done, and platforms, mostly Sinetta, but platforms like his, for views and clicks, what they have done is created the young pharaohs, created the Umar Johnsons of the world. If anybody knows who Umar Johnson is, the Nature Boys, they've created them. And I think that's why he continues to do these interviews. This is not the first, second, or third interview that he's done. He probably feels some sort of obligation.
Yes, it's I see it as like paying dues and checking in.
Yep. Wow, that's deep. Thank you, Sky Atticus. I'm so grateful for you to have subscribed.
Absolutely.
Feel free to come back up if you want, or stay up. It's up to you.
I just wanted to add to the conversation. I'm so grateful for you as well. Thank you, because I didn't even know this was going down. But to me, this just strengthens my theory that these people are all one and the same. And I'll just say this one last thing before I go. I remember when Brother Polite at one point was trying to push Scientology onto the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't quite work. And Scientology is another faction that overlaps Hebrew Israelites, the Nation of Islam, Hoteps, and all, they're all different branches, but they're all under the same umbrella, if you ask me. And so I think he was trying to garner a crowd and get some Scientologist people in on his shit. And I also think he was trying to convert his audience toward Scientology, and it didn't work. So I just want to put that information out there just to let y'all know that these people try to slightly deviate from others, but they all have this very same or very similar blueprint.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Real Talk. I appreciate you. And thank you for allowing me to come up here.
Sure, no problem. All right. Anybody else want to come up? Come on up before we go. Speak now. I'm not gonna say forever hold your peace because I will have plenty of lives that you could come to. Thank you so much for the chat. When I say I appreciate, y'all don't understand. I love when I see comments in my comment section. That means you are not only hearing what is being said, but you are listening, you are comprehending what is going on, you are processing, and you are sharing your own thoughts. This here on this channel is not a cult. So if you have a difference of opinion, come share it. Does that mean I'm not going to give a rebuttal? No, but you can come share it. All right, here we go. Welcome, brother. How are you? Brother Lionel, are you there? Oh, you probably having the same issue I have when I'm on my phone. If you are on your phone, you might have to go to settings and allow the stream to, or this particular, I think it's like Chrome or something. Give it permission.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Brother Lionel.
Okay. I saw part of the show yesterday because I couldn't take it serious. I was like, oh my God, like this is like a clown show. And Brother Morpheus, he said something that was rather pregnant with poignancy. He said, if you don't mind your mind, someone else will mind it for you. Something like that. And I'm just like, this is like, it was confusing. I was losing brain cells. I'm like, I need to go back doing my college homework. This is, ugh.
That's right. And that's one thing Sonetta did say that I agree with was go to school. And that comment shouldn't be just for women, but for everyone. Go to school. Don't be afraid of this quote unquote white man's knowledge. It exposes you to information that you've never seen before. If you remember, Eligio, not in this interview, but I forget what live it was. He bragged about reading books when he was in the mental institution or prison or whatever he claimed he was. He bragged about going to the library, sleeping in a library because he was gaining so much knowledge. That is how you fight somebody like him in particular. That is how you are able to win and fight someone with knowledge.
Yeah. Because knowledge is power if you know how to use it correctly, you know?
That's right.
It looked like, as Saudetta said, it looked like something from Get Out. Like, it was just crazy and sad. And even Rob Bourne said something like, like, how many people in those women's families are straight up watching that, right? Like watching this live right now, you know?
Mm-hmm. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How long have you heard about this particular individual, Eligio Bishop, Natureboy?
Probably like a year, maybe about a year or two.
Okay. And so in learning, you learned about him a year or two ago. Have you been in and out of following, the circumstances that are occurring, or you just heard about it, went on with your business, and then watched the interview last night?
I had did a little bit of research on it, and I was like, this is like sad. It kind of like made like parts, like it made like my hair stand up in certain instances that I heard about. And I'm like, I can't, like, this is just sad. I pray for those women, you know?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on seeing the men bow down to another human being like that?
Fact that they was massaging his feet like that, he was like, "Go right, go right there." It was comical at first. I'm like, like, you know,
Right.
this is some is, I don't know. It's some going on. Like, because if it was me, I have women massaging my feet. Like, you know.
And even just having anyone do that, having anyone bragging about dehumanizing another person, there's something wrong with that. Are are you polygamous? How do you feel about polygamy and monogamy?
Okay, let me. This is probably one of my favorite topics that I like to focus on, because a lot of people who proclaim to be learning about knowledge of self, which there's nothing wrong with, and they always talk about polygamy, right? And let me tell you how polygamy used to operate in the old days, right? Just so I could give you like a clear answer, right? Polygamy within the old ancient times, like in Africa, etc., you had to have a lot of money to support multiple women. Like, you had to have multiple goats, and then and then the women who were in these polygamous arrangements had to live within separate houses, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I see and hear people talk about, like, I'm in a polygamous arrangement right now, I'm like, you seem like you trying to just have multiple like women who are sex partners around you and stuff like that, and it's not gonna work anymore. Like, men and women have a whole different level of consciousness, to where it's not gonna work.
I'm
Like
sorry,
how.
you said you are in a polygamous relationship right now?
No, I didn't say that. I said there are people
Oh,
who
okay.
proclaim to have knowledge of self,
Right.
who try to be like, I'm in a polygamous arrangement
Right.
because of our ancestors used to do it. And I said that back in the old days, that king or whoever, that merchant, had to have a lot of resources to take care of those women. Number one, that's the most important part. And then number two, these women lived in separate houses,
That's right.
and he had to take care of each one of those women. It wasn't like no, him and the two other women gonna live in the same house. That's gonna breed, dissension like
But
that.
you have to understand, he's not. This is not real polygamy. This is not real. Whatever polygamy is supposed to be, this is not what it is. He used that to cling on to a certain community of men.
Right.
So yeah. Do you have any last thoughts for the viewers? For the women, the males who are there, is there anything you want to say to them?
I pray that they get help and their family members, the men and the women, galvanized to find and see if they can get their family members up out of there.
Mm.
Because I mean, it's. And I was looking at the guy, like, because I knew that he had a bunch of women, that was looking like they was in the, sunken place, right?
Right.
But then when I saw how them dudes had a certain look in their eye when they were on their knees, like they was in Japan, and I was just like, wait a second,
Yep.
wait a second.
I'm going to let another caller up, but I'm so thankful that you came up, Brother Lionel. I appreciate you. It's good to hear a male perspective. But thank you so much for coming up, and please feel free to stay in the comments or come back up whenever you feel.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me on.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
All right. More beer. What's up, mama?
Hey, sis.
Talk to me.
Mic check 1, 2.
Oh, turn it up. Turn it
I'm
up.
on the cheap headphones. How I sound?
Turn that mic up.
Let's see. Is that the thing? Is it up?
Yes. Lionel, your insight was amazing. Okay. Morbeer, you are very low. I don't know why.
Because I got the cheapest headphones with me. I can speak a little louder though. Is this a little better?
Yes. Can talk to me
All
as
right.
if you were outside.
All right, that's what's good. So I have not seen this video or whatever. All I saw was like the screenshot. I'm late. But what in the world is going on? They took the circus on the road. They needed to show their new costumes off to their community. Is that what I'm saying?
Yes. Their costumes, they want to show he's thirsty for attention. He's thirsty to be in mainstream media, and it is simply not happening the way he wants it to happen. Yes. And so he's not getting any money from Bigo. He's trying to he's trying to get someone to pay attention to him. He'll stop at nothing.
Oh, so he's on some sort of he's on the marketing route. What is it called?
Absolutely.
Rounds. Like, look at us. We got a new
I'm gonna add MJ to the panel.
Okay.
Just to see, so she wouldn't just hang out there in that sunken place too much longer. Oh, it's not going. MJ, you might have to try it again. It's taking a while to load. I don't know if that's me or them. But go ahead, keep going, more beer.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just I hate coming up or when I don't get to view the footage so I can, you know, have a great insight, to add. But, it
Oops. Hello?
tour.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Tour to hey, look at me, you know. But still going back, because I believe you were talking about like just the mindset of these people and just cult activity in general.
Right.
Hey Ivy. Mm-hmm.
So
everybody in the chat. Go ahead.
So I wish you would have. I hope you get a chance to watch that interview. If you don't, there have been plenty of interviews like this. Where he kind of gets belligerent, where he starts interacting with his background when he doesn't really want to address a question. So I would ask you, do you know who Sanetta is?
Yes.
Okay. What are your thoughts on, because this has also been a theme in and out, is Sanetta, and one of his callers actually said it or reference, kind of made this claim that it is because of Sanetta that we know who Eligio is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you guys are saying that he's like the hub. He's some sort of hub of BS, across the world. And I definitely see that, that he's a circus act. He's a hub for the circus act, and everybody knows who to go through, when they have a new game, something new to push, on some sort of, I guess, in the genre of consciousness, whether it's like a bigger thing, on like the con, the CON conspiracy type thing. I don't know how far I can go because we can go. Yeah, I can see handler. He's a handler or hub. I use the word hub, to promote, this craziness or these circus acts. I call it. But I was thinking about it, just like the mindset. Well, just getting on what's his name, Natureboy's, head. Like, how could he do this to these people? But and we've talked about it before that these people are making choices. They feel like they're in on this game. You know what I'm saying? But they don't, and it's like they don't see the bigger picture, like what they're being used to do. But then at the same time, they see exactly. You know what I mean? But it's like they've acquiesce to it. They're like, I'm good because I'm a part of the script. You know what I mean? And and that's the sad part. You know what I mean? It's like they're okay with their victimization. You know, they don't know how this will it's really affecting them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, but just to see this little screenshot of his little makeup.
Let me tell you. Okay, so let's go there. He looked old. He looked sick. He looked sick. Obviously this was a performance. But there's something happening behind the scenes that we will never know. Just like we didn't know that at one point Malia ran out of the house, or Tanisha ran out of the house butt naked, knocking on a neighbor's door, until weeks or months later, when he, because he talks too much, when he said that she did it. This is not the first time she did it. There's something happening, and I think that is a part of why he's trying so hard. And I think it also has to do with finances, why he's trying so hard to hold on to attention, trying to hold on to the people in his space. It appears that more than likely they're getting bored. They're feeling like nothing is happening. There's no change being made. And so you're going to start to see a shift, like you are, a shift in his teachings. He's now teaching that the end is near. And not only near, but I mean tomorrow. It's right around the corner.
He gave some date, like something is supposed
June 5th.
Yeah, he
Yes.
said, girl, okay, June
Yes.
5th. So I was again thinking about it, and I'm like, wait, Atlanta, that's where he had his butt, because I was thinking about like money, how he's financing this thing. Don't have Bigo, Twitter got cut down. But then I was like, Atlanta, that's where he had his barber shop.
That's correct.
That
and
is
that's where he was prostituting as well.
Yeah, that's where he had all of his sex work. Like that's where all of his businesses,
Correct.
really, kind of took off. So that is probably maintaining, the world on top of, all of the minions, that he has there, and their funds, that they're getting from the government or whatever. But yeah, it's something about that Atlanta and him being there, that he has something going on.
Yep.
With that.
Yep. MJ, I'm gonna try and let you up one more time. I'm gonna see if it works for you, okay? I know you've been trying to get up here. Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, he said his wives would be pregnant in March. Well, it's March now. We only got a few more days.
They're not going to be pregnant. They're not going to be. So if they do get pregnant, we know what he does to the children, to the pregnancies. We know that there's nothing productive and fruitful that comes out of being in an environment where you are being tortured physically and mentally, spiritually broken. There's nothing fruitful coming out of it. And if someone does get pregnant, he's going to do what he did to Jayon, aka Zoka. He's going to do what he did to Kayla, aka Ephraim. Okay, he's going to make you either get an abortion, or he's going to make your pregnancy so difficult that you lose your child.
I agree. And based on what he's been saying, like nobody's having intercourse enough, where that would happen. And Lord, I don't.
Oh no, they have an intercourse, but it's not. Again, it's not to create children. The older Twitter videos that I saw, you can't produce a child unless you have intercourse in the right hole, if you know what I mean.
Ooh.
Okay. And
Right.
so they're not going to produce children anytime soon because of his preferential way of having sex.
That is
Something's wrong with that man.
Yeah, that is something else.
Yep.
All to freaking else. That is
Yep.
something else altogether. You know. But dang, I wish I would have saw this interview because I can only imagine. So you're telling me he's doing all the same things, deflection when he doesn't want to answer the questions. Like, oh, I need a tripod. Oh, why are you standing there looking stupid? You making us look stupid. No, just have the conversation, boy. What are we doing? I'm already standing up here for, you know what I mean, tens of minutes at a time. If you don't get this thing done so we can stop holding our little fingers, I can only imagine what it was like, you know.
And for those who are still in here from the beginning of this live, here is I'm gonna show you binary code. Oh, share. I'm so silly. Okay.
But yeah, we live in a whole society.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's who's telling me. So yeah, here it go. This is binary codes. These are binary codes. This is the ones and the zeros will help us get on the internet, which we are on right now. This is what he claims. He is a master at understanding.
Child, he does not understand anything about computing or binary code.
No.
If he talks about threes, there is no 3 in binary code as you can see here. Okay.
So but he'll go on and talk about how 1 is 0 and 0 is 1. You get 1 from 0 and 2 from.
Girl, stop.
This is what happens.
Stop.
Yeah. This is what happens when you get a taste of power. You don't want to let it go.
You just make any damn thing up, you know, because he has yes people around him. It's just yes men this, yes men that, you know. But I was watching a sister show, and I can't recall her name. It's like not Columba, but I can't recall it. But she was talking about how like brainwashing techniques, and it's one that's called Alice in Wonderland, something like that method, where they replace logical thinking with total illogical thinking, you know. And it would seem like Alice in Wonderland, where they make what is not reality, what makes no sense, has now become, you know, a reality, a thing where it's like the method is, you know, they ask you a bunch of questions that don't make any sense, and you know, and then they replace it, and then they just do that for so long that you end up just acquiescing, just saying yes to everything just to make the shit stop. You know what I mean?
Yep, I'm looking it up right now. Alice in Wonderland. Oops, that is not it. Alice in Wonderland, hypnotic meditation.
How shrooms help?
What is going on?
What is it called? I took notes.
I don't know. I can't find it. I'll keep looking.
Yeah.
But let me read some of these comments. Right, because he do all the back door. Oh yes, exactly. Yes, Rhonda. MJ says they called Eligio an agent last night. Made Sonetta look like one. Listen. If everybody that you bring up, if they're spewing things, okay, how much talking about fixing a community can you do? Why haven't he bring all of these people together? Why hasn't anything really meaningful come out of it? He don't know nothing. God is nor the author of confusion, and everyone over there is confused. That is a fact. He was missing. Oh, he was mixing up goddesses too. Yes, he was. He has done no research. He combined like 8 different religions. Sonetta is an agent. So that is what you have in the chat right now, and there's a consensus. Absolutely. More beer. Do you want to share anything else? Maybe so I can let someone else up who might be a little hesitant
Yes, ma'am.
to come up.
I do not. I do not. I will drop down and I will be in the comments.
Okay, you know you are my family. This is a family member to the channel.
Okay, love y'all, love y'all, love y'all
Yes.
too. Yeah, I'm gonna drop back in the chat. I'll see y'all later.
Okay.
All right.
All right. If you would like to come up, don't be nervous. Don't be shy. This is a safe space to talk to. You don't have to have the same opinion as me. Just be ready to back your facts up. That's all I ask. That's it. Oh, my girl Ivy Revine's coming. Everybody's here today.
Hey, boo. What's
up?
Oh,
I had 3 hours. That's why.
Girl, I said I got time for the buffoonery today, and I don't know why that damn Sonetta thing popped in my YouTube, and I watched it, and I died. You hear me? I died. It was the funniest, most comical, most clowny, buffoonery, retarded, silly, weirdo ass shit. Excuse me for every word that I just used on the planet, and people are taking it serious. And that's when I said, wow, that's why I wanted to come up and say something. Okay, because I was just gonna not even jump up here today. I just want to say this, friends and family.
Yes.
Natureboy made a point that we all need to pay attention to, right? He called himself the God. Realize this. Anything that you give your full attention to and full focus to becomes your God. I want y'all to hear what I said when I said that. If you give your full focus to this buffoon, he's right about one thing. He becomes your God, right? It becomes your God. And the biggest worry that Natureboy has on this planet is this: less attention. And he's getting that. And when a narcissist get less attention, they gotta find the next greatest scheme. I don't think anybody realized that. There's always a new scheme to be found. I could put on a big old crazy hat right now and wear a whole royal suit and walk down the street in full makeup, and I'm gonna get a lot of attention. People gonna want to come up to me and be like, hi, who are you? What's your name? What do you do? You understand? People do this. It's a scheme. Pay attention to the scheme at all times. If this doesn't work, this whole 3 God scheme doesn't work, he'll find a new one. He'll find a new one. Let me give you the insight of the narcissist. I was dating a man one time, and he was an artist, and he loved the attention of the stage. And he said to me, I'm going to go into this function, but I'm going to call you on stage. He was a grandiose narcissist. I'm going to call you on stage. You have to act surprised. I'm going to get down on one knee. I'm going to act like I'm offering my hand to you in marriage. He played out the whole scheme of how he wanted this whole function to go. I have to act surprised. I got to act like I'm tearing up. And I didn't know he was a narcissist at the time. When we ended up breaking up, that was a thing that he did with all girls he was with. He would go into different functions and he would get down on one knee and they have to pretend like he's offering a hand in marriage and all that other stuff. This was his scheme. Years later, he found a new scheme. He went into politics. So I'm not going to throw this man's name out because he actually is in politics.
Oh, Lord.
He has an entrepreneurial business. And under the guise of his entrepreneurial business, guess what? He's funneling the money into his own pocket. And people are coming to him, giving him money and donations and helping him buy businesses. And all of that money is going back into his pocket. And all he does is perform a gala once a year, right? He just takes money and perform a gala once a year. Or he might do a food drive right? But all the rest of the money is going in his pocket. Do you understand? It's a scheme. It's a con, y'all. Turn off your TV. Turn off your YouTube and go outside. These fools is going to be another nature boy and another nature boy and another nature boy. The only reason why nature boy exists is because social media exists.
That's right.
And people like us take these things seriously because they see people, these young women, fall for these men. And guess what? There's always going to be another woman who fall for these men until they find themselves. And then they go and they get out. People like Velvet get out. They find the strength. They move on. And guess what? Another girl comes right in their place.
Yep.
Every single time.
It's a cycle and it never ends.
It never ends. It never ends. So that's all I got to offer today, people. Thank y'all. Keep on being strong, y'all. Get out and enjoy nature and enjoy yourselves and enjoy your lives. Okay, I'm going to go.
Oh my God, we love you, Ivy.
Love you, love you, love you.
Great job. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all. So let me say this. I understand why we have to stay on him and people like him, like Sweet Ma does. I understand that. But we cannot let, like Ivy said, we can't let it consume us. If it is interrupting the happiness in your day, if it's interrupting the goals you set for yourself, it's time to take a break. It's time to take a break. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have other channels that I will put in the description eventually of this video, but one channel in particular is called The Davis Family Way. Yes, that is my last name, and I'll be showing you how I live with my little ones. And I have a book, 15 Steps to Finding Love, A Woman's Journey. I'll show you on that channel what I go through with my book and trying to get my book out there for women and young women. Young men can read it as well. But I take you on a journey on how I just navigate my life. Thankfully, I have not my experience with a narcissist was not as severe as what these young women are experiencing or what other people have experienced. But trust me when I say I empathize, I sympathize. And so the goal here is to wake women up. Wake them up, help them see the mistakes that they make that create these types of men or women, as well as helping them fight against becoming victims. That's the goal, y'all. Yes, Ivy is fire. Please subscribe to her channel. She is a codependency coach, recovery coach. So please subscribe to her channel, Ivy Revine. Please subscribe to More Beer if you like music. Sweet Ma, if you want to call these narcissists out. Who else? There are Ocean Yummy. There are so many of us here. There's so many of us in this space. And I think, I talk about Natureboy on this channel, but clearly there is a community here and we all do our part. What else? Let me see. What would you say? Sat 12 says I don't know. I don't think Natureboy was expecting to flop as bad as he did. He doesn't care. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sat 12. He does not care. Whether it was a flop or not will determine how he treats the members in his space. But he got what was it, 2,000, I think it was 2,300 people watched him. It was a good night for him. 2,300 people watched him make these symbols and these signs, and so, and play music and kiss all on women, and do all the things, the nasty things that he wants to embed in your mind. Yep. I can't wait either, sweet mom. Let me put that up. Oh, Big O says, I'm here for you. Then you better subscribe to her channel. All right. Anyone else want to come up before I close out? This, I never, like, let me tell y'all, I don't even like going live for an hour. And I've been on here for quite some time. It feels good because I got it all out. I don't have to do a second video on the matter, but I am exhausted. Okay, good, Big O. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Any last words? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Sweet Ma, you want to come up real quick? Give your thoughts. Anybody got a live coming up where they'll be, digging into it a little bit more? Oh, thank you. Thank you, We Live. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody in the comments. I really do. All right. Well, since no one's coming up, I want to say thank you so much, you guys, for being a part of this conversation, for adding your point of view, and for staying so long. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those who are in the bushes, thank you for your viewership. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until next time, peace.